Nice to have some calmness after all of that. What's the flux try and take me as I enter the street? That's torn. Howdy, Tony.
Hey, Armsy.
Doing alright?
Yeah, I'm doing alright.
I'm assuming everything's keeping a pace.
Yeah. I've been, Bunny trying to track down that, escapee. So, you know, we'll see how that
I know I
goes.
saw that traipsing off into the bloody forest. Right bad business. But we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we also have, I also got, Jeffrey, you know, one of the ones we, one of the civilians he rescued.
Ah.
Apparently they're showing some signs.
Evening, Pink.
And, well, we're gonna... Yeah. So,
Right.
had them on... So, hey, kinda helped us get a bit of a quarantine village going, so... We'll hopefully...
Well, at the very least,
but
a civilian.
given...
Both a way to make sure they don't potentially infect others, as well as more or less a witness protection.
Yeah, right now we have, scanned a few of them. The refugees that we took in from the streets, those ones haven't been infected yet. So they're good to go out into society, but those from the, compound, well, that's another story.
Yeah, those I managed to take from the compound.
Yeah. They are at varying, levels of, infection.
I see.
Call it.
Probably not a wise idea to let any of them try and traipse into here for any medical checkups then. Unless you're plotting to just simply ask medical for them, mind?
Well, that's the thing. We don't know if it's contagious or not, nor do we know what it is.
If it's contagious, it probably would have spread to me and Max.
Yeah.
And possibly you if you were having a talk with this Jeff. So I don't think we need to worry on that front.
Yeah. It's up in the air, really. But we did do some scans on Jeff, as well as some of the other that we rescued, and all of them showed similar things.
Alright. Find correlation,
But
find a way to properly excise the infection
the
proper.
only thing that's unidentifiable is the anomaly in the bloodstream. We have
Blood infection?
I'm not sure.
shite.
Yes, that we are not entirely sure what it is. Hopefully, we can find one of the already turned ferals and bring them into my lab. See if we can figure something out. But I'm not sure.
Well, if I had the foresight on it, I probably would have tried to capture one of the ferals.
Well, I was hoping you guys would at least try to, but again, those things are
I
hard
was more busy
to,
myself with civilian problems rather than helping with feral creatures. Howdy, Pink.
Yeah.
Greetings.
Hey, Pink.
Howdy.
How are you folks doing today?
Relatively alright. All things considered. You taking a break from janitorial duties, I assume? Excellent. Yeah, and I imagine I'll see you at the gym, most likely.
Of course. But nobody is, in the gym right now.
Improvement is free,
just
just don't
walking around.
vandalize it as far as I'm aware.
Of course.
More sustaining.
Rules are rules.
Hey, did you want security or the gym employees coming down on you?
Yeah, it's all good.
Hey,
Kind of a slow day today. Still kind of recovering from a fight finder.
I see. I'm still mildly recovering from having to deal with one of Jones's little rashes on yesterday. They're good fun, I won't lie.
You're close to Miss V, yes?
Well, I'm friends with her at the very least. I don't live with her, but I can at least ask, right?
Closer than I am. Have you checked in with her at all?
Haven't been able to. Morton Ice basically told me that they'd basically handle it.
That scene that Miss V pulled during Fight Finders, unacceptable.
Bad business for both Rich and V, frankly.
I've only known her for like.
Frankly, I don't even know what the hell she was thinking.
She never seemed like the person to just gun someone down and like that.
Nor the type to just sit there and take it. I'm assuming some sort of survival instinct kicked in at one point, and that basically was what happened. What would you call it? Pandoran brutality, perhaps?
Who knows? It could be a lot of factors. Mental health, it could be some sort of mind thing.
Well,
something with the sirens. Who knows?
how would he know? Well, if he knows that the Violence Rangers at least have her back, she'll probably feel a bit better on it.
Of course. When there is fights, we always respect it.
Hey. Lots of things happening this past 7 days, Cripes.
Yep.
Indeed.
Never a dull moment around here.
Never a dull moment in our lives. Much as I wish for it.
Yeah.
A few breaks here and there would be perfect, but
Well, I'm due for a bar break myself, mind. I've at least learned I can bear. If I'm perfectly centered, I can at least fit the backpack through without needing to unfold. Which is nice. Although hey, can't exactly take it off.
saw what those arms can do.
Hey.
Pretty nice.
Hey, like the metal showing.
And for a person your stature, it's a perfect fit.
Metal makes the man makes the metal, and the metal makes the man. That kind of shade. It's always a good conversation piece when folk are curious on it. I know I gave one lad around here a proper fight unfolding the arms. That was a good sight.
Maybe one day, me and you can get in the ring someday.
Possible.
I can see what those arms are truly made of.
I'm always interested when it comes to seeing shit. I think if you want a cursory knowledge, try and find Max or Johanna and ask them.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
They're the ones that
Speaking
most
the
commonly
ships,
challenge me.
Ready for tomorrow, so grab what to take the trip out to Warworld.
Hey.
Of course, I always have time.
Hey, glad to know that things are working well on your end. Tony, if you ever need me for anything, you know where to call.
Of course.
If you need me for reverse engineering any shite. After all, I figured out what makes corpus machinery tick. Bloody line puzzles is what it is. a queer thing.
Well, it seems like people are gathering at the fighting ring over there, so I'll be making my way over there.
By all means.
You two have a good one.
I'll see about getting myself a
You as
drink
well.
first, or I travel on. I suspect I'm going to be doing a lot of talking today.
Mm-hmm.
I guess one potential factor. If you don't know it's contagious, best to play it safe.
Yeah.
See about just taking in some scans that you got out of all the little wolf, and see about passing it to medical, see if they have any ideas.
That's the interesting part. I don't want to make this too
Public.
well known yet until we get a bit more info.
To be fair, Max
Don't
did
want to
basically
cause-
state on, well, a live talk show television about the hounds, so...
Right. Well, they are aware of what they're doing, but not aware of what's all is happening. If we
Aye.
drop something about an unknown contagion, that
Aye,
might
that
end
could cause
very
civil
bad.
unrest. Aye, no, best not to worry on it.
That's which is why I.
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye, I'll leave you
Until we
to
get
it
more
at any
info
rate.
on it and whatnot, and more on the symptoms and the cause, we can.
I'm assuming
then
Hayes
talk to
checking in
someone
on Jeff
more
then.
skilled. Indeed.
She's essentially taken over as civilian caretaker, eh? Fair on.
Do you know a few good medics around? Rhea is one that I might try and consult with once more info is learned.
Aye. I got mixed up on who was actually getting married yesterday.
No, someone's getting married.
Someone got married yesterday. I think it was someone bar staff and someone medical, question mark. I think I mixed up the naming because I wasn't there for it, mind, so of course I wouldn't have any idea.
Well, ain't that nice.
Aye, I'm not. Besides, I doubt they're putting the bloody blue shed back where it used to be. Bloody thing's useless anyway.
Well, I'll let you enjoy your drink and
Aye.
your conversations.
I'll probably head over to garage, or if nothing's happening there, I'll probably head to gym. Aye.
Now that's all that matters.
Yeah. It's armored. My other one didn't have any armor on it, so.
There's a creaking so much. Ah. Well, I wasn't even aware the bar was closed before I walked up, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Probably be open
nobody was
later.
in the, nobody was in the arena, so they came back down.
Fair on. I'm gonna head over to garage then, apply these arms more delicately. After all, they appreciate me work there, but apparently not enough to hire me. Either that or they're just not getting around to applications properly. I wouldn't even know. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it. And if they don't learn the lesson the first time, then, well, that's their fault. I suppose so.
Why are you creaking so much now? You weren't creaking before. What the f-
Fat ass? You know,
No.
I think that one might be pretty.
Alright, what are you doing traipsing around this?
Oh,
Alright.
what did you
Alright, my curiosity's getting on me. Alright, might as well have a gander at it.
Not going to.
So we were in there for like a.
Not sure what they're plotting, but sod it.
Fucking Toronto's being Toronto, and it's just kind of what it is, honestly, at this point.
I mean, hey, if he's looking to test metal on metal, I wouldn't be surprised.
It was just in your ears.
That's what I was trying to explain before you kept running off.
Yeah. No one was actually.
It was accidental.
I didn't hear it.
Come on.
Okay. Wait. What? Well, I mean, I won't say no to that.
Alright, he's literally by the apartment.
Where'd you... Alright.
He's doing the wrong
I wouldn't know shite.
that, unless he was going
Let them go the wrong way. They're fine.
Let them go the wrong way. Speaking of, you're actually right here, actually.
Fine, fine.
Hi, Armsy.
I'll do.
So, somebody didn't go to the blind port. You just, you know.
I never. Okay, listen.
Up or down, mate?
It's so out of my way. You're on a Tuesday.
Yeah, it's like it's
I'm a little rusty a bit early now. Okay. I've become an old lady.
I have nothing on me. I'm not even using anything.
And I have 3 kids.
I do.
Also, good evening, Armsy.
I do.
See you again.
You just like disappeared.
Hey.
Go to the bar all day.
Something is probably off.
Clearly someone's brewing.
Jason, with your fucking uncle.
Indeed.
He brought
What's
more
the matter?
By the way, I heard.
Someone's brewing, and frankly, where head engineer, or I guess our war chief, is concerned. I'm not sure why he's carrying
coming
it.
through. Pardon me.
At the very least, me arms are digging into the wall currently.
Like 2 months now.
They are all functional.
It's not told.
At least I'm pretty sure it ain't. I'm not hearing scraping.
I've seen him once.
I don't know how much you camouflaged. Good job.
To be fair, I don't even hear anything. Nothing went off on my end. I don't know how.
This is
Keeping a bloody steel chair on his back. Never like carrying a stop sign. Don't know where you got it.
Bone is
today.
Bone. I have no clue how I've met him, but this Bone.
Yes.
This is Flower, my daughter.
Absolutely. It's
Oh my God, you're so
tradition.
right, bitch. I haven't gone
Yeah, I was
back.
gonna say, what's all this on?
Oh, whatever. It's fine. Actually, hold on. Wait a second.
Pretty good.
Oh,
Hold on. Give me a second. I am gonna grab that. That.
alright.
Folded chair exactly fierce.
Alright.
I can.
Armsy, say cheese.
Cheese.
Fuck, I fucked it up. Hold on, give me a sec.
Alright.
I thought the chat is more.
There you go. Alright,
would say
and now you're
symbolic
good. Okay,
in that
alright.
sense.
Not sure. Frank, more and more questions, and I ain't getting answers here.
Element of blood
But it's part
of
of
any
the job
sturdiness is considered
process.
good enough.
Ah, you forgot that step then.
Yeah, I need to do that. So yes, now I can actually submit it. So yeah, because like I need to have a photo of you. I need to say, you know, this is Armsy. He lives in the wasteland. He's got 2 fucking huge arms. Like holy fuck.
I'm not going to be able
You
to
know, that
unfold
kind of
them
shit.
here, not without probably twatting everybody on the catwalk.
Okay, look, you see people with dragon wings just
Aye.
fling them around the place. Come on, look.
I mean, no, there's a difference between membrane and harsh metals, mate.
Okay. Have you seen Tasha's tail?
Well, aye, that thing looks harsh and scaly.
Exactly. So you know what?
I mean, to be fair, I've had my fair share of getting twatted around the head by people's tails, not knowing what the hell they are.
Exactly. So you know what? I think it's well deserved.
I was gonna say, what were you doing coming up here in the first place? I do.
I was going to be beating someone up for stop the police or
Well.
something. I don't know. I just felt like it.
Well, well, in terms of durability for my arms, I think the only caliber so far that's been able to get through it is 50 BMG. And above, mind.
I don't know too much about guns, to be perfectly honest.
Unless they're
Fair on. Hey. Speaking of the wasteland, were you aware of what Cupcake was up to?
Nope, I don't know shit.
Then never mind.
I don't know shit at the best of times, and at the worst of times I'm actively...
Apparently a plane crashed in the wasteland someplace. I know I heard it.
What, and Cupcake did this?
Presumably he didn't shoot it down, but he was looking to investigate it. I at least got word on that, so thankfully me kin wouldn't get antsy and think the corps are looking to retake the world and shit.
Armsy?
Aye, Pancake?
Is something going on?
How would he know? Lots of gathering, lots of nattering. Lots of potentially raised fists.
Your specific orders to me were cause a scene and scene repeat.
You're like Chris get crumbs on the floor right after that, and you flat on the counter and almost.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Yes. I outdid your example.
Welcome to the main rack.
Cool, great, yeah, thanks. I'm really having a great time so far. She's recovering. Don't drop my face. Okay, cool. Nice to meet you. Great, cool. So anyway,
No, you're not. You're not. I hire security.
Okay, so anyway, so what part of this does it become like okay that she nuked Havoc City? Because it sounds like there was like consequences to that were positive, but she was really just trying to destroy fucking everything.
A lot of people haven't forgiven her yet.
Positive.
A lot of people haven't forgiven her, but I've seen her change. The reason she did that was to save her father, and also we were stuck in a year-long war with that shit.
Okay, so real quick question. Why did she think that nuking a storm would, or half the city would save her father who wasn't even there, he was through a portal? How are those two related?
What?
She got rid of it. She got rid of all the zombies so that we can move towards the portal, and then we actually
okay, so she was like...
I see, a clearing path idea.
So
Alright.
instead of just doing a street or something, she just went, you know what, fuck it, better be sure.
Well, she also tried to hit another city,
Billions of property damage, loads of people's homes.
Okay,
sorry.
She tried to hit Orlando Saka as well. But Orlando Saka...
Whatever.
To push it away. I need your opinion. I'm thinking of wants us to build a motorcycle. He has the parts. How much?
Just a putting together, eh?
Nobody has the parts himself.
Is this like a...
He wants it, it's a Harley. He wants us to build a Harley and he has the parts.
It's a standard motorcycle, bub.
How do, Log?
Haven't seen one before.
I mean, there's a lot of different kinds of motorcycles, so it's just not...
There's all sorts of vehicles people make use of. Hell, I've seen a folk riding a unicycle at one point.
If you've got the parts, what are they? Just like individual components, or are they like
motor tank, wheels, the engine, gas tank?
Yeah,
I was about to say, if the engine's all put together, then it shouldn't be too big of a
I was
job.
gonna say like maybe either 1,000 or 500, which one or the other.
I'd say 2K. Come on,
2K?
Come on, you're worth more.
I mean, hey, motorcycles are often much more expensive pre-built. Yeah.
Boss and start making prices for yourself.
I mean, that's fair.
Okay.
Well, how about 1,500 then?
I was thinking 750,
In
but
fact,
fair on.
Listen, the last time I got a price for my own and they said they were gonna come back, you gave me shit because I said too high. That was the time someone wanted to buy a car and I told them if I wanted to make it all together, I gave him a price and they said they were gonna think on it. Told you about it and he said, no, that's way too fucking high. And I was like, okay. That was a bit ago though.
You know,
that's fine.
Look, if it's a kid project, you can always make it yourself. But like,
yeah, that's fine. That's kind of what I was thinking of doing. Again, yeah, like a K sounds reasonable. That's what I was going for.
You know what? 1K, fine.
Okay, that's what I was going for.
1K does sound reasonable for simply assembling it.
1K. We'll be back with the cop, with the parts, and the money.
Gotcha.
Got it. Right.
Ta-da.
See you again then.
I go to you for the future.
Yeah, he's also there, so if I'm not there, you can see him.
I'll report to you for the future. I get the money.
Well, either him
Aye,
or
once
me,
we got it
depending
all
on
good
who's-
together. How do? I was about to say, best not to be too close to me when I'm busy, you know. Having a habit of turning on a moment's notice. Considering
You know what?
backpack
Yeah,
and
no,
all.
that's actually a pretty good idea. You gonna
Right.
We got people today. At least up here in yours.
It's already been a strange day, and it's just started.
I mean, there is that phrase, isn't it? No simple day in Saphira.
God damn it.
I mean, the complications already begun with just a bar being closed.
Oh.
Not what you said you were going to do.
Hello? Pretty sure that's the girlfriend, if I recall right.
Is this harassment? His hands are being held
I don't
down.
know, maybe it is. I don't...
What purpose? I wouldn't know. What can I do you for if, well, you have any interest in using garage stuff?
I'm here
I
to
was
meet
having her
people.
meet people.
Fair on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to introduce yourself,
Also,
Okay.
Well, wait.
I'm supposed to talk to people. Hi, what's your name?
Yeah, hello. I'm Tasha. Nice to meet you.
Tasha.
Were you planning on working, I suppose, or just kind of walking around just meeting people, I guess?
Working here, not in the garage. I don't do garage stuff.
Yeah, no,
But
I know,
high
that
five.
kind of
Just generally?
There you go. Just generally, fair enough.
Medical.
Ah, makes sense, considering the magical applications.
Fair. I mean, listen, there's nothing wrong with more medical.
How do, janitor?
I want to learn how to actually sew
Or
someone up
off-duty
instead of
janitor.
just relying on magic.
That's always good, yes, because you never know.
Don't let security bully you into doing job on your day off, eh?
And then the moment they lose that shit, they freak the fuck out because they don't know what to do.
Ah, no worries.
So it's good to not just
I enjoy cleaning.
Some people can't receive
Fair on,
magic
fair on.
healing, so it'd be nice if I could actually help them instead of just staring at them and going, feel
Yeah,
better.
problem shared is problem halved. I'm sure the janitor actually employed here will probably appreciate it.
Honestly, I feel like some people. Oh, I would say down
for the longest
here,
time,
not
that's
that
what
bad.
Roncho was
Actually,
doing.
not a lot of people actually do that. You'd be surprised. But not in medical, anyways. I know some do.
Hey.
A decent amount, but most people kind of do more than just that, so it's good. At least. So yeah.
Hmm.
I think I was
But yeah.
your choice. Are you made of fire?
I wouldn't say I'm made of fire, no. I am part dragon, though. More specifically,
Bro,
fire dragon.
I am endlessly curious on what Tarant seems to be up to. First time I see him in these streets and he's holding a fucking steel chair with intent.
I'll be perfectly honest, the reason why I'm mostly working in the garage
You know what?
is
The
like,
steel chairs. The first time I ever saw it was when Ethan was holding them. So honestly, whatever that is, it's probably what Ethan is made out of. And that scares the hell out of me. So I just never fight for Roncho.
Fair on, fair on.
Metal, and then go like.
Then again, I don't think I'd fight
okay,
you.
not
The thing on your back, I think, could knock you out
like
like
that.
gone.
Yes, I can.
Usually fights around here, if they're not, you know, in a big or open space, are, you know, harsh and brutal, rather than any actual sparring affair that the gym and the space outside the garage could be used for.
Happening instead of just like, hey, go send Tasha.
True.
Kind of thing,
Then
right?
again, if you were like
You know what I mean?
enclosed in like a small space, I bet you could just like they would be gone because there's nowhere else to go.
Exactly. Escape down another passageway and be done with it.
You good? Tasha, yes.
Do you like
I try and look for
use those things in
something
the
physical I
garage?
can remember you. Tasha Dragon.
Well, I can find a use for it.
There's, you know, the fact that I am like.
I'll remember you by that. I'll just.
Especially if I need to lift heavier machinery or vehicles.
Be like, hi, I know you. I don't know your name.
I do the exact same thing.
Usually I've gotten used to only bothering to keep them folded properly when I know I'm in a safe spot. Well, if it gets out, I'll probably keep these out if I were to traipse in the mega building.
It's not like I don't do anything magical.
Do you like look at someone and go?
But, hey, I mean, anything more actively delicate, I can use these for. It's just easier for me to just use my actual hands for it.
Because, you know, it kind of breathes fire on a person.
Though over the years over a year I had gotten very used to being able to delicately pinch using the robot arms.
You go up and you go like, done.
Or I can just use a hammer.
Yeah.
One's cooler.
They're actually cool.
It's not about coolness. I don't know. I don't like.
Hey.
I feel like it's like if you're outdoors and then someone's trying to make a campfire and
Sorry,
then they
what?
just come to you and they say, "Hey, could you light this fire?"
Oh, sorry. What did you make them out of?
It feels a little
Make
bit
these out of
insulting when the person
repurposed corporal make plating and other shades.
I don't know. That's just me though. I don't know. Not that
After all,
what you said, mind you.
one man's trash and all.
Do it, but if I can just not, I'll use other methods, I guess. That's just kind of how I am. I'll be honest, it's like I can do that.
I can at least leave them idle like this now.
On the principle of every time I do it, it kind of burns a little bit.
These are Mark II's, mind.
Whenever someone comes to me to have me help them heal them, which is
Mark 1s, well, they were kind of stuck to me, really. They were basically always like this.
That's fair.
Oh, that's severely unfortunate.
Aye, not exactly great on the proper
But yeah, that's fine.
application part.
that's not my job.
But hey, with the Mark IIs now, I can at least actually use my regular arms for shade.
How long did this take you? I feel like this would take me like.
Good few months of prototyping, and once I finally got something that would work, all it took was mainly frequented scrapyards and hoping that Corps threw away what I needed.
Honestly, the back is more important than the front sometimes, alright?
Amazing that you actually found the
People
parts
that
for
heal
it.
people keep the people
Aye,
in the front.
I mean, either or, you can always bang so much into shape, but stuff like the fingers, you kind of have to wait until a mech rolls in.
Whenever I did go on missions,
Yeah.
The people who would be
I don't know,
around
you
me
don't really
would
just
all
have a
separate
forge
out
on
to fight
hand to do all
everyone,
that
and then
stuff,
I would be alone. And
No.
then some enemies would come up to me, and then it doesn't go very well.
No, usually it's a job to drag like bigger shape back.
If there's people like that, they need to keep that in mind.
Oh
and
god,
actually
wait,
keep
you had to do
people
that
in
by
mind to make sure you don't.
Well, once I had the Mark 1s, being able to at least transport broken mechs back to me home were significantly simpler.
And then they snuck up around the rock, and they were like, "Hi,
Listen, hearing
After all, there was a spider tank that were rolling around earlier, apparently security based.
Oh my god, how do people do
I'm
this?
pretty sure these arms could lift it.
God. Like, how do
if
people
there's ever a dangerous situation,
These are
I'll just
hefty.
fight behind you. Don't worry."
Yes, please.
Here, let me fold them
Oh,
away.
so I've seen you fight Finder with
Like I've done that.
Of course.
Since the early days of Beat Rack, I remember when it was
Always a
just
good
the
way to
first
test its own durability as well as any vulnerabilities it may have.
fucking mechanical dinosaurs fighting in this thing.
So far, I've definitely learned fire is a weakness it has. Causes the arms to overheat right quick.
We didn't actually have a gym, and people would just fight
Yeah,
in the
no,
streets.
I can. Yeah, no, that
It was a
makes
bit out
sense.
of control, but some people sometimes
Really
were like, "Alright, get behind me."
Aye.
You gotta have some other type of weapon besides this, right?
Yeah.
Well, okay, if these end up breaking, I do at least still have me range. Oh, apologies.
Is that why your arms got so damaged when I hit you with fire?
Aye, these arms are relatively weak to flame. Not exactly. Probably too good on insulation, actually, come to think of it.
On the arms.
Okay, that's surprising,
They're
actually.
toasty.
Considering they were made of metal,
You
I
seem
think
to
it'd
have
be
a
at least. Well,
you seem to have a
depends, I
problem
guess.
with heat and overheating, so it makes
Well-
sense why fire would be bad for them.
Hey.
Right. Okay.
Especially if I keep a punch charged up for too long in order to overpower its strength. Aha.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay.
Don't burn yourself.
Okay. Okay. I see
Lord.
what you mean. Okay. So heat
Alright.
definitely would
The
not
alarms
be good
go
because
off,
then
my
you just
ears will
overheat
be
on your own.
pierced.
Apologies, aye, yes. It's only when it gets proper bad do alarms ring out.
I guess I technically have a similar thing. Kind of. It's a little bit weird. It's kind of a double-edged sword. in a
Aye,
sense.
same thing here, really. Sure, I run the risk of my own blood starting to boil, in a literal sense. But at the same time, if I were to grab someone while I'm overheating, it's not going to be fun for them.
Ow.
That's nice.
Ow.
It would be fun for anyone to be grabbed by your arms.
The harder I am, the stronger I get, but the more it strains on me. So if I am like in a fucking desert or something and I do that, then I'll get stronger faster, but you know, it's not good.
Aye.
Here, wait, Armsy.
That kind of thing in comparison.
Aye.
Is it okay if I do you want your arms to be tested if I just place my hand on them while I have my fire on?
I guess you can
Oh,
say
I won't be
that.
hitting them.
Kind of.
Sure. Here, let me see about locking them in place using them in left
In
foot.
that sense,
Yeah.
yes, when it's a lot hotter outside, yeah, that happens. I just kind of have to mellow myself a little bit depending on the
Aye.
situation.
Magical fire, that's a question mark for me, because it's always a case by
Are
case.
you a dragon?
Part dragon, but yes, I was genetically engineered into it.
Usually it's more usually as far as I've been able to tell, it's usually energy being imparted into it. Kinetic energy can be enough to make it overheat if I applied a little liberally.
Hey, but you have a tail now. That's different.
But you're presumably imparting energy doing that.
Listen, at the early days, this fucking tail has been
The
more of a
energy's just
hassle
staying
than
on my
anything else.
hand. I'm not trying to hit you, but it is heat.
Heat wants to go everywhere, so naturally it'll impart itself.
It'll just turn and then someone gets hit by that.
Fucking smack somebody.
Or I smack
That
a
would
fucking wall or something. And more than I can count.
You should.
Honestly, I've lost
That
count.
seems like a critical weakness. You'll be surprised about how
Do
many
we-
people know fire.
To be fair, it's only if I keep it overcharged for far too harshly, like limit breaking type.
Roll it around, make sure it has space.
Past O-shot type of shite is what people call it.
Gonna be able to sit on the chair?
You know what? That might just be different because mine's just like.
I thought you wanted me to do you a favor. That you're gonna ask me to do something.
From a, you know,
No.
like mine. Surprisingly enough, the scales on this are very durable, actually. Probably the hardest scales I have.
Aye.
Makes sense.
I mean, you were imparting a lot of energy when you hit me at full strength.
But even the base.
So naturally it caused the heat
I like
in.
nearly passed out.
Aye. Don't overexert yourself, you gotta have energy to stand.
And they came behind me and they tried to fucking axe this thing.
It's
that kind of hurt, but they didn't get
using
it was
things.
fine.
It's my energy. It's like
Aye.
myself. So if I use too much, then I have nothing left, and I'll just go unconscious.
It hurts really fucking bad.
Fair on.
Don't do it.
To be fair, it may seem like a critical weakness, but I realize it may seem like a critical weakness, but half the time I seem to go up against folks that can actually match the strength of the arms. So that's probably why it ends up feeling like a bit of a bad weakness.
You know, at the start, you're gonna start a little bit, kind of like that.
After all, me, well, by honor type of brother, Max, he's got punches like fucking... he's got punches like bullets.
If you ever went up against my friend Ember, you would be screwed because she is fire.
Aye. Well, I'm not exactly... When I know that blocking won't cut it, I do tend to keep myself nimble, and you see.
Well, no, I know, but if you hit her, you're just hitting a flame.
It's not really, it's more so those
Hmm.
scales that go with the heat.
To be
Fair
fair,
on.
it's just so big.
Not that warm, it's not that hot, it's hot, but not that hot. It's not gonna set anything on
Basically,
fire.
if you hit her, your arms will be hot because it's fire.
But that's mainly where it connects. It'll take some time for it to overheat the rest of it. Fortunately, the part that sits on my back ain't exactly metal, so I don't need to worry about catching on fire.
He's the one that usually is the janitor of the area. So I don't know if you were looking for a job like that. You should go check on him, if anything, because, you know... Actually, we've not had a lot of people that actually wanted to do janitor work other than Peep, I think. So, I'm sure he'd love to have an extra...
Considering the streets, I'm not surprised.
Peep, yeah.
Here, let me put these away.
We're good for now, you know. You need those.
I do not need
How do?
You need those. I'm gonna hold on. Can you hold on?
You should be around. Look for a purple crystal-looking golem guy.
Okay, thank you.
On the left.
You can't miss him. He stands out like a.
How do, matey?
I swear. But yeah,
that's reasonable.
Purple golem guy. That's
I have
me.
a weird
Or we can just
request,
check with Hamsky.
and
He's
I
the
don't
boss
know
of
if
the
this would be the
place,
right place to come and get this kind of request.
This is more mechanical,
The
aye.
boss man actually has the black and yellow
Well,
armor.
this may not be helpful then, but we can at
Always
least
looks
try.
kinda tired.
You don't happen to have
Your
like
height.
people who make like programs on your staff, do you? Things who-
Programs?
Software developers, programmers.
Mayhaps rippers might be what you're looking for. They tend to supply deckers and such. I'm not sure if Garage has a proper decker to work with.
God, are we bringing up the fucking decker issue again? I swear to God.
People are looking for
Not
software.
necessarily a decker. We're not looking for someone to apply or give us programs, or specifically someone who can work with software.
Aye. Fair on.
Sorry, yeah, I'm free now. We need
I know I'm able to work. I know I'm able to work with programs, but I'm not exactly. I know I'm able to work with software, but I'm not exactly decker material.
I don't know. Hi.
I'm not sure we're looking for a decker.
No. If you're looking for potentially decryption, I could try and do that, but it'll take time.
If you were provided, right, a video game controller for someone her size, with the proper connectors and and converters.
I see.
Do you have someone who could make a software emulator in order to actually connect it to the devices to use?
I see. Aye, because it'll be a hell of a connected port to make work of it.
The hardware side, that's one thing. I can handle the hardware side. Just specifically making it actually work with the machine and accept it, recognize it.
Assuming the nature of it being essentially remote, just a general controller type of deal, should basically, it would just simply be the nature of, I guess, programming it into whatever circuits the controller ultimately has, same way you would a normal size.
Well, yeah. But you'd also need something to, allow it to actually connect properly with the machine and recognize the inputs.
Not quite sure on that front. I know there's quite a bit of computers and doohickeys at the Rip and Chip. Maybe you could ask there. See if they've got more concrete answers than here. Ironically, considering what we're standing on, but never mind.
Oh, we're the shop.
Hey.
What's your name again?
Call me Jack.
Get your fucking ass over here, bro. What the fuck?
Name's Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Hey. How do?
Hi. I'm Delissa. This is Mimi. And also.
Alrighty, mates. Well. Like, I'm no software genius, of course. I'm more a mechanic, an engineer than I am a software boy. Actually, I couldn't think on it. More people just walked in. I was more thinking on just me and Tessa. Trant.
We got what? Yes, hello.
You good at software shit?
Banana. Sorry, buy some of you what, when, where, why?
they're one stuff for software. He's the one trying to sell things with vehicles.
Okay.
I can sit down and wait. It's not made to do.
Okay. Right. So you're doing vehicles. You need
Howdy,
software.
Dars.
Do you know if Tornan is in?
Well, that's the name of this vessel, right?
I don't think I've heard of someone named Tornan. Is it
Well, now I assume just because the mask you had on.
I would know then.
Okay. Doing vehicles. I might have.
You got a mask in your eyes.
Complex. I might be able to help with you. I might.
Yeah, I know.
Hey.
Vehicles.
I like it.
Vehicles is my gig, so I'm checking
Your
this
gig.
out first.
Right.
Okay, look.
I am also really
Tasha, I
terrible
don't
with
know,
software.
Figure out what kind of software they need.
Okay, I'll get the info. I can at least do that, and then.
I believe they were saying
figure
stuff
it
for a
out.
video game
Perfect.
controller.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Video game controller to fit the size of the little critter on his shoulder.
Yeah, that's me.
Wait, you wanna? Are you telling me you want a video game controller for that person?
They've got a video game controller on that size.
God damn. Okay, that's.
I think it's more, I believe, making the controller able to properly interface with it.
I can handle. The emulator to have the game consoles recognize the controller would be the problem.
Okay.
The software side, actually having the program in there so it can interact and talk to each other,
My main issue with this is, making the damn thing that small.
Well, again,
I don't.
Controller would have to go to a box or converter. That part can be handled. Converter connects to console.
Okay.
The problem would again be
making it work with the emulator in the first place.
Actually interact, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that would definitely be someone that's good with that. Yeah, I see what you mean.
The equipment, we just need somebody to just make it actually do what it's supposed to do.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. Right. I know.
This is why
okay, yeah, that would be something
so much simpler. Or it's just working there together.
So if it's just for that, then yeah, it would have to be someone that's good with that. And I know we have people that are good with that. I don't believe they're in today at all. That's the issue, unfortunately.
Jack was telling us
Yeah, I recommended maybe Rip and Chip could probably hold better answers.
I know, listen, literally a bunch of our deckers that initially were in the garage decided it was be a good idea to just all go to medical for some reason.
Okay.
So the other people just kind of disappeared. Or
I wouldn't know.
So we've been kind of lacking in that department in the garage as of late. I apologize. But yeah, if you can try and check some of the people in the rip and chip, maybe they can help you. I know it's not like their field per se, but if they can just tell them if there's people that are good with software, they might have some people that can do that, hopefully. If you also explain to them that you already came to the garage and we're kind of missing people that do that, they might understand a bit, instead of just saying, no, just go to the garage, when you've already been here.
Hey, if they try and redirect you here, then, well, you're not going back and forth like a bloody
The first thing they say
pinball.
is just go to garage, just tell them we've already went to the garage, and just tell them that a bunch of the deckers from the garage apparently went to work in
Just go
medical
to
and
garage.
if
Garage
there's some
literally
people that
told
are
us to
there that
come
can do that,
here.
they can help. Yeah. If they still say no, we'll have to maybe come back a different day when we have someone that can do that, because I know we do. They're just not here today.
Hey.
I can always post public comms too, if they don't have anyone either, and that way I've done things like that before.
Okay. Yeah, sorry we can be more of a help than that, but yeah, it's either that or come a different day. Or wait and hope to God the person decides to show up, which I can't guarantee. So.
Yeah. If they do, what do they look like if they do? If you can't get
They can get small, but they're pretty big. Usually has green wings.
Okay, is her name Powder?
Yes, Powder. Yes, thank you. So you know them then. If you see them,
yes.
you can talk to them about it because they would know.
The last with Bucky,
They would be one of the person that's good with that.
They told me they
I remember.
I made them something. I made them for it.
Okay then.
I think it was something milkshake. I didn't like that.
Oh. Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Well, best know you have a lead.
Go to the ribbon shop and go find out.
Yeah. Also, apparently we have another new hire that might also be good, but I don't know them, so I can't direct them to them. I don't know what they look like, so sorry.
Well, worst case, I can always come by later in case I see them.
Yeah, of course. Alright, well, best of luck with that then.
Hey. Nice blokes, at least.
Yeah, they seem nice.
Better than Logan
can't
coming in and
complain
be
with
like,
having
oi,
fun,
I got
know?
parts, build me a fucking motorcycle, better make it cheap.
Well, I mean, yeah, no, but I mean, yeah, some people are just like that. You just have to, like, not have that bother you, otherwise, if you have something like that bother you, what are you even doing here, right? People, that's like 75% of the people are like that, so, you know.
Fair on.
Not in the meat rack, but mostly.
I mean, I could understand the desire of getting a cycler going. Probably the best
Listen,
kind
I
of...
used to have one, a motorcycle.
Hey,
Actually.
proper good vehicles, aren't they?
They're nice. It's just the issue is, you know, the fact that I have a large
I
tail
couldn't
in the
make
back.
use of... I couldn't make use of a motorcycle, no mistake.
Just it's also the money. Whereas I think I bought one from Toronto at one point, but I've never actually fucking used it. I might have sold it at some point because I needed money. Maybe I don't know. We'll have to figure something out. Maybe I do have an actual vehicle though. I do.
Hey.
It's a have an actual vehicle though.
Military equipment.
And we acquired it.
Seriously.
I'm not gonna go into more details than that.
I already know what you
We
mean.
acquired it, and now it's ours. There you
I
go.
already know what you mean, they said, don't you worry.
Yeah,
Howdy, Aura.
Yeah, so they... Oh, what's up?
Armsy.
Hey, call me Jack outside of Fight Finder.
Yo. Alright.
Yeah, I got some of that canteen water.
Hey, what can I do you for?
Nothing much. Just
Or just having a gander what everyone's up to, eh? Considering a crowd being brewed outside.
I saw on my I saw on my locator that you and a couple other people were here, so.
I'm more freelance, but you're not kicking me out, so...
Yeah, I mean, listen, you've been helpful. I literally told you multiple times, if you actually wanted to, you could work here.
Well, I've sent in the application,
no
that's a
one's
definite.
complaining.
And he took a picture, and Tarrant already took a picture on it, so...
Actually, were you guys... I may or may not have seen you on the actual thing at some point.
Hey.
I think?
That reminds me, I've technically been using it to track me own technically been using that application to track me finances.
I mean, is there any kind of are you getting bits from
Oh yeah, one thing I was meaning to ask you, bud.
Oh, I.
How'd Boss Rush go last night?
Pretty well, I'd say. Pretty well, I'd say. Well, all things considered, considering bloody gas mask ended up getting us apparently sent into some kind of subspace trap. Had to basically fight our way to make our way to the way we're supposed to be in the first place. So that was the right job me and my team had to do.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, I heard you had I don't know if it's a pleasure or mispleasure to meet the one of my demonic friends.
Oh, Oliver, was it?
I don't know. Yeah, that's my arsonist friend.
Well, he didn't try and set me on fire. In fact, he was actually rather careful with his flames.
kind of read on yourself, appropriate, right, I know, I understand.
Certainly a lot more.
When we were training.
Did he know his own strength / your own durability then?
Oh no, he intentionally did it.
Bloody hell.
It was just to show me not to rely on pure defensive stuff.
Anything something possible.
Also, I swear, God, every time I try to look up stuff on my phone nowadays, I feel like the flux is just on my ass. It's very.
Flux don't even like technology, ironically.
I walked in here.
Don't. It's just
I
like
walked in here without the entire don't show everyone inside if you're all at once thing.
But I did at least figure out how the fuck Corpus do encryption.
Or not see everybody.
It just does this weird thing. Don't worry about it. I guess Fox has it out for me. It just does not like my ass. I don't know. It's fine. I just have to not look at stuff on my phone and I'm fine. It's just like all it is, I think. So yeah.
At the very least, when it came to that subspace trap shite I got sucked into, I at least figured out how the hell Corpus encryption works. Yeah, I think I managed to save a picture before I had to smash the terminal to stop them from re-enabling it. Check it.
No.
It's a giant line puzzle in the shape of a wrench.
Is it just like Warframe puzzles? Is that all it is?
Yeah, it's the Warframe Corpus puzzle, but in the shape of a wrench. And enough to encompass this. Yeah.
Hey, let's go. That's not how you do it.
Alright.
I'm doing good. How you doing?
That's interesting.
Alright-ish, I suppose. I've been busy,
Hey.
and I'm still going to be in a couple weeks.
But A, I heard Oliver wanted to give it a shot. B, I was focused on my little bit of meditation. You know, remember when we were on that pizza tower one? When I turned into that big
The what? Oh, the purple blocks. Right, I get you.
So, you know, I help him when I can.
Yeah, that's what. Pretty sure that's what Max called it.
I was able to just.
I believe so. I believe he said that was essentially his preferred pizza chain being offered to make a game of it.
He got me literally everything. He got me my weapons, and I've kept them ever since.
So I've been
just
doing a little bit of meditation.
I hear blood coming from the machine.
They're fucking good. Okay.
Because the machine, because blood flows through it.
They've got me through more shit than you can even imagine they've gone through. Right?
Well, water, alcohol, and gasoline are either too bad, too rare, or too expensive to make come by easily in a wasteland. So my own blood is probably the best liquid to use for a hydraulic.
Literally, I will.
Must produce a
Isn't that dangerous?
It's a
Probably only to be hard, but considering the fact I haven't had a heart attack in about a year of using this, I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Which direction they're at? They're just like.
Oh, you know, you're still a relatively young guy, right, man?
And I just find
I am 24, mate.
Oh, fuck.
I guess it's semi-dragon parts of this.
I mean,
This one is only 21. Well, this body.
And you just think, also, it's a fucking pencil.
Technically, I'm 47.
It's
but
not like
technically,
I died when I was 17. Well,
then yeah, no.
Sorry, not 47. Let me correct myself. 42.
Honestly, just like.
Yeah,
I
fair
died
on,
when I
fair
was
on.
17 and I spent the last
25
years as a guardian.
17.
How do Stone? Exy, what can I do you for?
I like my ass, and I don't want it gone.
Exy talked about some sort of careful Armsy.
Oh, I'll keep it still.
Well, according to Toronto, he's complaining that he barely sees her in the first place, so don't hospitalize her with your fucking
No, I'm
backpack
not.
yet.
I'm not gonna send you to medical. All right. I'm careful with the. I just have a blind spot. I don't have fucking peripheral.
I saw him in Train 9. I fucking put them to sleep.
I feel like I need to
Talking
install
about the
cameras
politics.
into my bloody backpack at this rate.
That is probably
Ones
a
that
good
link to your
idea.
eyes, that'd be a good idea.
Put a little sound system on it too whenever you back up. Beep, beep.
Oh my god. That'd be fucking hilarious.
I've already got alarms going when the arms overheat. I don't need more.
You don't need more ringing in your ears.
Hey, I may work at a workshop, but I don't need more air damage.
What's the question?
That is true, that is true. Do you not have air
I'm part
protection?
fire dragon. Is it
I live in a wasteland. What do you think?
I thought so. I didn't want to assume. I didn't want to be that guy. I didn't want to
Well, I mean,
but yeah, no.
corpos don't tend to stick around long enough to let their equipment get stolen, and, well, seems...
It's just like, if there's a dragon...
Listen here.
Well, same for corpses, don't need headphones, do they?
To make a mesh that absorbs sound in one direction. Isn't that difficult?
I wouldn't know. Oh, IX.
Yeah, not for Fire Dragon. Listen, now.
How you doing, mate?
Magma Dragon. No, but yeah, let's just fire.
The structure should still be the same.
Before you ask, yes, I can.
Well,
didn't know you worked here.
Well, technically I don't. I'm freelance here, but they appreciate the work I do here, so they don't throw me out.
See.
So.
The Paris were not going to get to see the great and mighty Toronto.
And I kind of woke up here all of a sudden.
Yeah, you'll be right.
My clothes, please, thank you.
Yeah.
Presumably not another drunken fender, eh? Jack.
Oh, I wasn't drinking at all, actually. I don't really drink much.
Hey. I'm starting to feel more of keeping Armsy as a stage name more than anything.
That's fair, man.
It's kind of like what I do. Like, I mean, Aura's my guardian name, not my birth name.
I mean,
I just got my Darcel.
Hey.
What?
Honestly, yeah.
Well, not exactly.
Just keeping like your name as like a secret is good, especially if they're a fair
And then I
round.
looked at Toronto, and Toronto was talking about questioning the size
Hey, I'm alright.
woman's thighs. And I
There we go. No, I'm not gonna accidentally clobber people by walking backwards.
And he said barely, because I never get to see her.
I want to say that the other day I really got close to getting my tail.
So what do you think of the new form, dude?
Oh Christ.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I don't even put shite near the gears. Due to the nature of blood and hydraulics, they kind of have to stay on. Don't you want the blood to stay still and potentially coagulate? That'll be bad for the vessels, and no mistake.
Actually, there's some ways you can prevent that.
I swear to God, you eat ass, and I was just
Well,
like, I'm sorry.
There's certain chemicals you can put, similar to that from mosquitoes, that prevent blood from coagulating in order for them to extract blood.
I guess I can understand that, but to be fair, I'm not one for wanting to take inspiration from those fucking vampires.
Hang on, I need to mess with Toronto for a while.
Ah, true. The
What can I do
coagulation
you for?
preventative is pretty genius.
I was just milling around, I guess, talking to people. I'm just trying to kill time today, if I'm honest.
Fair on.
It's been a stressful.
I shouldn't be surprised that the garage has no shortage of visitors on Sundays. Which is ironic considering it was fucking empty on the... Oh, fuck, right. My mind just clicked. Is the Rippers open?
Don't you dare stare at another woman's ass, thighs, or tits.
Right, I needed to talk to them about the eye.
So it's just, you
I
know,
suppose.
being okay with it is fine as long as he's like, you know.
Honestly, man, that stuff's gonna drive you crazy.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's just me though.
Eh,
It's okay to like look, but it's just like, you know.
well, fair on.
Dodgy eye, I'd be pretty quick to get on that as well.
Well, I
man,
mean,
why not go
I
for
have
some more organic
spares
flesh
built.
crafting?
I have spares of these eyes built for a reason.
I'll see you around then.
Yeah.
Later.
Weren't you showing me? Is that what you showed me on Monday?
Hi, what's up?
What, the fact I could just pop them off?
No, sorry, I was just talking to Jack. I'm sorry.
Am
I not supposed to be here?
Make sure. No.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
For now, it's fine. I would say if you're talking to them, try to not be in the middle.
Okay.
The
Shit,
entrance.
sorry.
Like on the side. That's fine.
Yeah, my bad.
But
I
if it gets
probably
like,
should.
It's alright.
then at some point, yes, I will ask people. But for now, you're fine. For now, you're
I'll need to. I realize I need to head over to the Rippers. So if you need me for anything, then
Okay.
well, I'll be over there.
Yeah, no, we're fine. I mean, we should be fine. I mean, Dami here.
Hey,
and Tamara
unless
here.
Taraz wants to kickstart an interview.
We'll have to see.
Hey, I need to get this going anyway.
Were you headed?
Eh?
Where you headed?
Hey, the Rippers.
Oh, what's that?
The Ripping ship, the medical and cybernetic zone.
Oh, interesting. Mind if I tag along with you?
Eh, might as well. Why not?
as I was saying prior, doing some meditation in my internal void, training with that big beast form of mine.
Aye, fair enough.
If it is not a good time, then it is not a good time.
Could be a good tool when I eventually come back to Boss Rush.
It is always important to kill people.
Barely able to fit. Yeah. Should pop myself over here. Nice house of cards.
You seem to get used to having those things. You seem to be getting more and more used to having the extra
extra back weight, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, you seem to be getting quite used to it.
I'm getting more cognizant of how much I need to be careful on behind me.
Yeah, though that camera idea might not be the worst idea in the world.
Mayhaps. The main question would be where to put it. If it's in a vulnerable spot, folk could just break it.
Oh, let me turn around for a second, let me check.
Alright, well, I mean, if you want me to unfurl... Actually, aye.
You have an appointment with me.
Do I?
I remember. I know, I have to leave in 20 minutes, which means let's get into the back.
Oh, aye, someone already told you about what I was needing to do with the eye thing. Yeah.
Pardon me, big load coming through.
Aye, I'm as careful as I can be with these, but, well, gonna have to walk like a tank half the time.
If you're using the chair, I can, use the other room. No, we're not. Okay. Please head to the chair, sir.
Aye, don't really need to sit. I forget what the original appointment was on. My initial thought was coming here for something different.
Your eye.
Oh, aye, yes. Alright, so I was correct. It was
Are you
mainly...
having memory issues as well?
No, it was more just...
Are you having memory issues as well?
No, I just wasn't aware someone already set an appointment on my behalf. Got an eye here.
Well, you set an appointment up with me. Remember?
Was it way back?
We were in the gym yesterday. I told you to come here for the appointment yesterday.
Oh, right, okay.
Remember?
A lot happened between yesterday and now, I apologize.
That's so fair. Alright.
Aye.
Do you have a port that I can plug into, or is everything manual?
Usually it more auto-connects into my eye socket, so I don't need to worry on the back plate. Hence the eye looks like this.
Okay.
Like this, ow, the flux.
Alright, give me one moment.
Aye. I want a shift.
Yes, the flux surely is getting to us all. Alright, let me see what I can do here.
I wasn't in. I'm just using that to demonstrate what he's holding in his hand.
No, I'm looking at the back of your eye to make sure that your connection
Alright.
and your nerves are still intact.
Aye. Usually it is. When the screen cracks, I get the feeling like you've got a hair stuck in your eye.
That's very true. Alright.
Alright.
So is this, you think there's only screen damage, or do you think that this is also internals? I can get a look for you.
Could be internals. My assumption is just simply screen damage. Just seeing if because usually it's better to make sure I can at least get my sister's ass to find a way to repair it herself rather than just chucking it away and making a new one in it.
Let me see if I can get this
If it's
off
all
without
possible,
shattering
of
it
course.
completely and cutting any wires.
I could at least give you me left eye in proper condition so you can compare.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm just putting some glue to hold all the glass together, and then I'm gonna pop it out. It'll take about a moment or two to dry, and then I'll look inside to make sure everything is running okay on the inside. Do your eyes also run off blood?
No,
I know
no.
that your internals of that thing do.
No, these are my sister's design.
And something seems to be
Understood. Okay.
Alright.
So it's generally run the same way an eye does.
Is that something also made of flesh and bone, or is it?
Alright.
I guess flesh.
And let's look on the inside.
Something not. Okay.
At this point, I feel like I'm letting the backpack take a seat rather than me myself, but yeah, well.
When I look inside this eye, does it look like there's anything damaged?
Couple of frayed wires, blunt force trauma to a circuit, to a small little circuit board.
This is a pretty easy fix, darling.
Fair on. I know it's not usually glass that I use for the eyes. Usually it's stuff like SIMP sensors and such. Or at least stuff that makes up SIMP eyes and such. I think at one point my sister managed to get a hold of plexiglass to make use on it. Not sure how well that went, but...
Alright, let me just refit this glass. I'm gonna have to cut this down a little bit.
Aye. Usually welding, being gentle enough with welding the glass can be enough to simply offset any potential damage to it. I think one time it was done finally enough that there weren't any actual seams left. Like it was good as new.
Alright. I used a sealant and I dried it down. So that should be sealed and, well, watertight. Do you want me to try to put it back in for you?
We could at least test. Aye. Here, let me just twist the limbo ring out. Alright.
How does it fit? Seen any hairs or anything? Any cracks?
Should it look like this or like this?
The other one. Perfect.
Not feeling anything, but I am able to see just fine.
Perfect.
Not getting any
All
color
right, darling.
blending, no nothing.
Good. I would check to make sure. I've sealed it up pretty good, so it should still be watertight, so that you shouldn't get any damage from the coolant rain.
Aye, I never needed to worry on that, thankfully. At least the way these things are made in the first place, so thank you kindly on that front.
That's good. No problem. We try to keep everything pretty watertight, because we do live in the waterfront.
Definite benefit of this design of eyes, I don't need to worry about shite trying to get into my eyes. Shite like water, coolant, dust, sand, blood.
It was just a general repair, so it's just 600 credits.
Alright, I can pay that just fine. Alrighty.
When you touch the fleshy tube, it kind of reacts slightly, like a slight jolt, but...
Okay.
Alright. Alright. I just dig me wallet out. Much nicer now that I don't have to contend with 2 hydraulic arms in the way this time, eh? Alright, 600, 4, 5, 6. Alright.
Thank you.
That should cover it.
Here's your receipt. There you go, darling.
Alright.
You have a wonderful one.
Thank you kindly. Alright. She managed to actually fix up that busted eye.
I deserve one. I'm going on my break. I'll be back in like 20-30 minutes.
By all means. All's good.
I was thinking about. Alright, let's probably head out.
Aye, don't you want to stink up the place?
Okay.
Heavy load coming out.
With the amount of editing in question and everything.
Here we go.
I'm gonna go now before I get locked in.
I don't think. The issue is when you have your arms like curled up that you need to probably see behind you. So why not try and put like a camera inside of the arms themselves, so that when they're like curled up behind you, then you actually have them on. But then when they're out in front of you, you don't really need them. And it would also add the type of thing, like, since from what I'm saying they'd be on the side of your arms, you could actually have like peripheral vision beside you of things trying to sneak up from the side.
Fair point. Usually I try and keep my ears peeled for footsteps behind and to the side of me more than anything.
Yeah, but what if they have like Lightfoot traits?
Aye, well, to be fair, that's more an issue on me, really. I mean, I do have ear damage, considering, you know, workshopping. Not exactly good headphones you could find out in the waste. Corpos don't tend to toss those away.
Personally, for that, I'd like headphones are great. No, it's like a matter of using. I don't know if there's any like headphones that would properly fit your head, man. Or your ears, I mean.
I get you. I mean, maybe. I wouldn't know. Most headphones are built with, you know, folk with your kind of head space.
Yeah, that's true.
Empty.
It's definitely possible for. Yeah. Definitely possible for like. It's just weird because like you can move your ears, can't you?
Aye.
People like humans can't do that. At least humans I'm aware of can't do that. I can't.
I mean,
move my ears. There's no like. There's muscles in my ears, but there's no like movement. There's no like movable bones.
I feel that.
It's that type of thing, right? I just
True.
like,
Usually
even if I
ears
try
aren't.
focusing really hard, I
Usually
can't do it.
outside of the ear isn't bone. It's usually like cartilage and shit like that, isn't it?
Yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah. I feels a little strange, but that might just be the factor of it being an actively repaired one rather than a fresh made. I wouldn't need to worry on that. That's a certainty.
Yeah. Anyways, honestly, I think actually having like that camera, or at least maybe like some sort of sensor in the pack, would be
Perhaps. Perhaps, but you know, at the very least, what I do have now is at least, well, kind of trained me to stay alert, especially during the boss rushes. That's a certainty. I know when I wasn't properly paying attention, I caught a coup clocked on the back of the head for it.
What even happened last night? Like, right,
Subspace.
you said you fell into a trap.
Basically, apparently, whatever apparently co-worker of Jones, Gas Mask, I believe he calls himself, right prick he is, in comparison to Jones and Ethan. Apparently, we had stumbled into some kind of like pocket space trap. Like we weren't where we were supposed to be. Technically, we were, but it was like an alternate like pocket version. Basically, we had to.
So like a simulation version?
I don't think so. I believe someone called it like. I don't know what Ren called it. Like, possibly a void slip, I think. Somewhat along those lines. But I definitely know I need to deal with the bloody corpus again.
The corpus again? Damn, why do they keep... Oh, right, because I think it was Jones who decided to raid their universe, wasn't it?
Possibly, yeah, aye, with the workers, with the jobbers and all.
Yeah. Last time I was at
Aye.
the boss rush, I believe it was the one where we were in that big facility, right? Like the really big facility.
Turn wreck me head.
We were there, right?
Maybe?
Yeah,
I'm trying to
the
think.
big one with like, I was like having a conversation with Deadpool.
That! Aye, yes, now I remember. Now I recall, because I socked that red and black idiot in the chest. In fairness, he did ask me to.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Right, Lark, it was.
That one was where. You guys still having trouble with people taking over other people's minds, or like people losing control of themselves?
Not as far as well, not on my team anyway. As far as I know, when we ultimately my team's goal was essentially to, well, get rid of the weird disruption thing, so we could actually get back to where we're supposed to be. But you know, with the other team, Happy I think went feral a bit.
Happy. That's the one that.
That's the purple bunny.
Yeah, that's the purple one who shoots everybody, right? Remember that one? I don't know. Ren has just complained about the fact that they friendly fire a lot.
Yeah, not exactly gentle with it. But hey, at the very least for me, there were a lot of loose crates around for me to pick up and chuck at people. Oddly effective, actually.
Yeah. Throwing crates at things sounds fun. I would have. Yeah. I might, tag along to the next one. Honestly, the next boss rush that's open. Might come along to see what I can do. Though I did see the posting of them actually going after that big guy. One of those big ones that fought Priest a couple times.
Oh, aye, yes. That fucking eldritch beast. Ethan was theorizing that it was something to do with. Ethan was theorizing that that creature was probably showing up as a result of us probably invading their world and shit. That weird the place with the corpus and other shit. I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
And I believe what Ren calls the Tenno. That'll be right.
Yeah, Tenno. I've done a little bit of research into that universe. Just a bit, because, like, technically Ren is a Warframe.
Explains the metals. Sheesh.
Yeah. The man...
Hey.
To be fair, he's one of my best friends, and I like knowing my friend's abilities.
Fair on. At least I'm relatively simple in comparison, mate.
Oh yeah, you just throw hands. But the thing is, he died. After he dies, every single time he dies, he loses all of his abilities and restarts and just learns different things. You know,
I see.
He hit me in the face with a dragon on Monday?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he'd never been. Usually he'd hit me in the face with the sun.
Oh, I remember him doing that, and then he blew himself up, apparently.
Yes, him blowing himself up was something that happened in the Abyss. You know?
I see. Well, notes
Yeah,
around here.
If you need more information on that, I recommend coming by the place that we work, Coleman.
Aye. I know I've already got an offer from Max to go and check out a different location, different city.
Yeah, Pullmanskaya, it's the place that I work security at. I had a lot of friends there. I actually also live there too.
Well, hey.
How much do you know about Guardian Stiff?
Not that much. All I keep hearing about is some little drone stuff that follows him and revives.
Yeah, a ghost, Boris ghost flies out of his pocket. This is
Oh,
Rex.
yes, those kinds of things.
He keeps me alive. Exo turn towards Aura. Fuck you, you incompetent piece of shit. Okay, back in the car with you.
Alright, they're classified for,
Yeah,
for intelligence and snark, and I'm liking them already.
Yeah, well, no, mine's particularly vulgar. I don't think there are not many ghosts that are like that. Mine just particularly hates me.
I feel like if I got my hands on one of those ghosts, they'd probably end up just sounding the same as I do. Either that, or it'd just try and sound the same way I do, in a mocking tone of voice. Well, notes happening. Well, we're the only folk in the garage, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, so what happened was, when I was, I used to work for the Vanguard back in my world, which is like the Guardian Police Force. There's a bunch of us who are like Defense Force, we're an Army and Police Force, all these
Alright, standing army, I get you.
Lieutenant in that force. I was the lieutenant in that force. And Guardians are able to use something known as light. We use light in order to cast magic.
Alright, so it's an
one
energy
day,
source.
I lost my ability to use light, and in turn, well, you've seen the. I'll let him out for a quick second, but thanks to hold on, let me just find.
Careful on, we are in a busy street.
Oh no, don't worry, I've learned a different way of taking care of it. Test 1 2 1 2. Test 1 2 is
Oh
working.
Christ, I see.
Hold on. Is it on?
A voice? No.
Shit.
Just regular voice right now.
Is that better?
There we go. There we go. Oh,
okay. Anyways, yeah, I was the big one that kind of took over his mind when he turned big that one time.
I see.
Pleasure to meet you. Officially. Yeah, this dumbass kind of picked me up in the dream realm, and I kind of became a part of his consciousness.
Happens.
Cut off his connection to the Traveler, and became the replacement. So I'll let him explain the rest, because.
I still never get used to him doing that.
And he still calls you stupid.
Yeah, he's the. Well, to be fair, he is a god. So.
I imagine he's not fairly, not exactly chuffed on being stuck with you then.
Being stuck in you. Yeah, not particularly. What happened to him was, he was killed by another god, a god that recently. Well, you want to know why I have the scar on my eye now? And he rolls up his sleeve, and you see a massive scar here, going all the way around his arm. Yeah, you know how usually I don't get scars because I usually heal. What happened was, I'll get back to the other story in a minute. But this guy's been trying to convince me to go into the dream realm and fight the god that killed him. So the servants of the god that killed him finally found me, and I had to do it. When I got there, he was able to come out of my head, manifest outside, and we worked together and we killed the god.
I see.
But in the meantime, in that process, I died over 80 times, and the little guy lost the ability to revive me properly. So,
good lord.
When I got home, I was missing an arm and my right eye.
Explains you being so laissez-faire on it.
Yeah, it was a little bit brutal. I was then carried to the medical bay where I fell into a coma for an hour before I was revived by another guardian giving me their light.
I see.
But yeah, that's what happened. Then it regenerated my arm and my eye, but now I'm left with the scars.
Fair enough then.
Anyways, back to the other story. Darkness was considered at the time to be like a little bit of an iffy thing, but people thought that since I no longer had a connection to the Traveler, I was betraying them. So they sent a bunch of assassins after me well, some people did. So they sent a bunch of Guardian assassins after me to kill me and made me like seem like a criminal. My mentor, who trained me, cleared my name. Again, they sent people after me to kill me. Almost succeeded in that. But my mentor cleared my name, but I still decided if it's that easy to convince of someone who's killed people for you for the last 20 years, like if it takes one person saying, well, he's betraying us because he no longer has a connection to the Traveler without even asking you what happened, I don't really think I want to go back to working with them.
I wouldn't. Sheesh.
Right. Yeah, that was not a fun experience. But yeah, don't get hit by a golden gun in the chest. That shit blew a hole right through me.
I mean, I try not to get shot by a gun, period, mind. Howdy, Tess.
Golden gun. A golden gun is
I don't know, we can do
made
that.
of pure solar energy.
Was it one of you two that asked Toronto to be here? Who was it?
Oh no. We just kind of wandered our way over here after we were done with the ripping ship, and he just started nattering.
Hold on. Did you call for Toronto?
I did.
Okay. I know he was with his girlfriend. He may be on his way already, but what do you need? Maybe I can help you, or is it Toronto related?
That's what happened to me.
I mean, it's probably an
Fair on.
garage.
Thugger in my head is also cause for this.
Sheer amount of rooms, but I need to get every apartment rekeyed.
My eyes used to be normal.
Every apartment rekeyed. Okay. I mean, I shouldn't.
Bloody hell.
Every single apartment.
Okay. So the ones upstairs, including the one from Magpie's apartment, or just the one upstairs?
All of the ones
Just the ones
upstairs
up
in
here.
that area. Those are the ones
Oh,
we
okay, that's
handled.
not that bad. Not that many, is there? There's like, what, 10 maybe? Ish? Or am I just stupid?
Well, I think there's 6 to 8 floors.
Sorry for Lord
with
nothing,
5
but-
rooms each.
Do you mean the entire fucking mega building?
No, the mega building. We don't run the mega
Lot
building.
of folk gathering at
We
the
have
gym.
6 to 8 floors.
Oh, did I not notice that? I swear to God, okay.
I'm not exactly a key master.
So at minimum, that's 30 rooms that need
Yeah, but that's not
rekeyed,
too
plus
difficult.
the master doors and the
Come
master gate.
Right, okay. So what, do you want us to like legit just change all the locks, I guess?
I have specific locks that I have coming in.
You
soon.
already have your locks, okay, cool.
We're just taking up space here, Aura. Come on.
And they're extra secure because we've had some
Okay.
issues with people lending out keys.
Oh, yeah, that's a...
Well, if you need
I can kinda see that.
if you need me for out,
Yeah, no, I can do
I'll
that. I
likely
can
be in the
fix it
gym
up.
or garage, mate.
Yeah, I should be fine for that though.
Don't you worry.
So yeah, I'll check on them Toronto.
It's nice doing this every now and again. How do?
I'd imagine it feels
was
like
gonna ask.
stretching.
How'd you get the eye fixed up?
With the rippers, they basically actually a relatively simple
They
general
sort it out?
repair.
Oh, okay, cool. Well,
Currently
good,
have it
good.
installed
You've got
now.
that covered up.
Got the eye in a spare pocket.
Oh, okay. Is it like a good idea to cycle them out every now and then? Is that what you've got going on?
Well, I mean, they're designed to, mind. At least with Zaz knowing that any number of things could happen to the eyes. Having to sit down at a table and wait for them to be repaired while it's still in your fucking head ain't exactly a great idea.
Yeah, I guess that's convenient. I hadn't thought about it that way.
There he is.
Is he okay? He kept going finance, said me earlier.
I don't know what the fuck Tarant is up to half the bloody time.
Oh, yeah, cool.
That's funny.
He may
your
be a
boss
prospective boss of
affiliated?
mine, but, you know, I haven't exactly had to get proper application process finalized.
There's a proper application process?
Aye.
Forgive me, it just seems kind of formal for like.
For this kind of environment, I do get you.
Yeah.
But let me give you a word of a warning. Let me give a word of warning in case you do want to actually apply yourself. They will point a gun at your head.
I do not, but... What?
The first question they usually ask when they get to that point is, if I shoot you in the head, will you die? I think it's probably just because...
Why do they need to know that?
I think it's mainly because I believe they said usually they try and keep slots open for people that may actually need the money or probably need some safety or protection type of shit.
So
if you could just shrug off a bullet straight to the
die...
dome like it's fucking nothing, then what are you doing applying at a bloody garage in Lower Zafira?
I see. I guess that makes sense, but it's a bit extreme, don't you think?
Does make sense.
A bit extreme, but I wager half of the purpose is just to see what reaction comes out of it.
I guess. You know, I want to know how people do under pressure, but I mean...
True,
is the gun loaded?
I wouldn't know. Could be a bluff, although knowing Armsy probably ain't.
Oh. Right, okay, well...
Well, at the very least stops you from basically having a heart attack as soon as they pull it out on you.
Yeah, that's great advice, thanks. I guess. Yeah.
I know Taranto was slightly chuffed on me having already learned that, saying I was being ruined at the surprise.
Oh, cool. Well, I
learned it from
I
learned it from the purple bird in the bar. Suzume, his name. I don't know if he's in today, but...
Suzume? I know a bird called... I think it's Nathaniel or something? Not Nathaniel. Nathan. Oh, watch out.
Nope.
Spider tank behind
There.
you of some sort.
Oh, yeah, I know I've been servicing that a couple of times. Oh, right, you look right. Are you banged up? You're looking a little worse for wear. What happened?
I don't mind.
Oh, I decided to go into the sewers of the mega building and make sure nothing is coming through them.
Ah, that explains it. Alright, so you just need to clean?
Why does a monster truck sound amazing?
Alright, yeah, Taranto gave you covered there. He's got a pressure washer. But he's busy handling someone else at this current.
So Jack, two
Aye.
things. A, talking about guns made me think, why don't you try and get some guns on yours? On your,
I know I've
your
been
arms.
looking to install auxiliary mounts. Jesus Christ.
Like I'm thinking, like it would help you with the ranged problem.
I get that. I know I've been needing to get auxiliary mounts back onto the Mark IIs. They are on the Mark 1s when I properly get them installed for prototyping. Because I do have a couple of weapons from Gadgetron I've been meaning to fix. Or affix onto these.
It's like getting at least like two little like not little per se, but scaled to the arm, like SMGs or something, or machine guns.
Well, what I've got from Gadgetron so far, I believe, a disc blade launcher, essentially a saw blade launcher, and what they were calling a flux rifle. Which probably isn't related to the dark force that encompasses everybody here. Presumably.
The Antichrist, as I've heard the weed penguins call them. Well, you still haven't met the weed penguins, have you?
I mean, with a name like that, I think I'd remember if I saw it.
Yeah,
She's not gonna do anything bad, is he?
Sorry, as far as I could tell from the schematics and holograms of it, Tarant, what the fuck? Fuck's brought this on.
Anyways, Yeah, if you want to see the Zoe penguins, I read by popping by polymer.
But I believe the flux rifle, is judging from the schematics and holographics I've got, is more of a sniper. So if I manage to mount it, I could simply be like, and just like gauge via me knuckles, and just fire that way. I know Silas has basically been nattering at me to use the fucking sights on anything I actually use, but usually I tend to just go off of the vibe, I guess. I seem to hit me mark 9 times out of 10 anyway. We bloody need sights.
Fair enough. Anyways,
maybe I could configure it to actually make it so it like speeds down so I can actually aim with it properly.
Interesting.
Doing as a sniper, that's a lot more precise.
You could probably get a smaller gun to actually like in your actual hands beside like a.
That's a good idea, actually.
Or something. Like having like some sort of hand cannon just for yourself, so that if your arms get disabled, you can still like use range.
I mean, yeah, range. I mean, with me, if my arms are broken or disabled, I still have my range to work with. Big old clobbering stick.
That comically large wrench.
Well, for you, it's comically large. For me, it's been on my back for ages, so might as well figure out a way to make use of it.
To be fair, put it in my hands, and it's like this big for me, right? Like, it's still like the same size as your body, mate.
I could get away driving on a footpath.
There. There.
It's bigger than your body. Like, look how this looks compared to me. It's still really big.
To be fair,
it's massive,
it doubles as both a wrench and a warhammer, frankly.
It is in fact a hammer, yeah. I do not want to be. I mean, I've already been hit by your arms a couple times, so I don't want to be hit by that thing either.
As well.
Anyways,
I'm
probably gonna head out now. It was good seeing you, mate.
You don't know what a man catcher is?
Oh, I was assuming you mean this. Got your nose.
Commonly used in China.
Huh. I wouldn't know. This is mainly a pension thing.
Get a bunch of people together
Technically
with
a way of just having a handheld
together
voice.
with man catchers, and you can peacefully detain a suspect, you know?
It really is a handheld device.
Easily replaceable, but still.
Fair on, then. It's meant to be multi-purpose. Heck, this stuff over here is also used for like nut twisting. Alrighty.
Alright. Peace out, man.
Nope, apologies.
Don't worry about it. Anyways.
Hey, you'll be right.
Peace.
I don't know what the hell happened earlier. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you were being chased by with a chair on that front.
I had like a massive headache on my forehead before I got here. I just woke up here. So.
Anything to do with the red mask on you, or?
Probably.
Possible. Could just be an indication of your shapeshifting, actually. I wouldn't be surprised.
And hey, this thing latched itself onto me, so I'm gonna get this thing checked out.
Fair on, fair on. Maybe you could check with medical on it.
Yeah. I'll able to carry him.
And that too. Might as well see what the bloody chuff is going on over there.
Stupid question. If we like an electric vehicle.
We can have them just leave the body flat, and we can paint it.
It's a remote control car. Do you know what a remote control car is? It's a remote control car.
Yeah,
we're just getting a remote control car. We're souping it up, and then we're giving it a nice lush interior.
A remote control car, but actual vehicle. Yeah, pedals and steering wheel, all of that.
Lads.
Yeah.
So you'll still need, but at least you'll need to make an engine or a drivetrain.
Fellows, I don't mean to alarm you, but there is a vehicle coming in for servicing.
Oh, is there?
Clear the way.
Okay, so the thing is that I can't see why
Okay, I wouldn't call that useful, but fair enough.
I mean, you know what I mean. As far as I know, it just simply got dirty from going into the sewers and the mega building, so you'll just need a clean.
Just electronics for the dealing with, yeah.
Alright, let's just get you set up at any rate.
Replaceable, just in case I'm sure.
Just cleaning? Okay. I'm gonna go grab your Toronto. Use this power washer. You should be getting them.
Use the one with the pressure washer with infinite water.
Yeah.
Go!
Is that a misfire?
Altogether, yeah, the frame would probably be like.
Okay. You sure you don't need that tuned? Make sure it doesn't, like, you know.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that's not meant to just fire at random.
Okay, you're good. Alright, no.
Okay, okay, so it was just a misfire. Alright, gotcha. No worries on that front, at least you didn't shoot anything important. Let me get back down to grind.
Not washing that with a hose.
Aye.
Need to finish this thing and I'll be with you.
Unfortunately, man cannot be in multiple places at once.
With the power washer, that should get up real good.
At least not physically.
Okay. The power washer can get some chemical stuff to wash it off.
Yeah, no, but the
Aye, this is sewer grime after all. Who knows what shite's in there?
Fair enough.
Right. Probably. I mean, I'm assuming they have that relatively well tight and nothing is gonna go into the cracks. I'm assuming, anyways.
Aye.
Yep, all good.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, nothing got into internals.
Because otherwise I'd say then if there was that, then I'd say there's other things that need to be fixed. Make sure that nothing else gets in the crack, but that's just me though. But if everything else is good, then it's just for cleaning. We're just waiting until I get this power washer.
Aye. He's busy nattering with the people that wanted that controller thing, didn't he?
Hmm? Yeah, no, it's the same people. Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah.
There we are.
Oh, we've got like an hour still ish. I'm probably gonna leave a little bit beforehand.
Aye. Actually, I guess I could double check the time. Aye, we got about. Aye, we've got about 50 minutes for the streets start closing.
I found this thing in the store. It's pretty cool. It's like ice. So we've ever like cookies and cream ice cream.
Hmm.
No, that fuck is that upstairs? God damn it, what are these?
Yo.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Now that I think on it.
Oh, wait, go?
Yes, I'm from that universe. Yes, I'm from that world.
Howdy, Stone.
Are you working on the mechanical friend or so?
Nah, he's just needing a clean.
Power washer to wash them, yeah.
Yeah, he's just been needing a clean, but Tarant's currently busy. What can I do you for, though?
Good point. I don't know, listen, because I have my own.
I will personally pay for it if you can make sure that it doesn't fucking misfire with the fucking guns in its hands.
I know you heard that. It apparently didn't realize it had the safety off.
Particularly the gun, it's not.
Fortunately, it didn't hit anything important.
Can you make sure that that's on fixed?
I mean, I'm pretty sure you already have it on safety now. You've made sure.
It is a robot. The only reason why it might mistake that is if something is a little faulty.
We fixed up its cameras. Odds are good the grime might be the thing getting in the way in this
How
one.
much of an asshole is
on that kind of potential.
If you can just make sure
Aye.
that the weapon systems are actually not finicky so that it fucking knows, you know, when its fucking weapons are live or not,
Aye.
so that it doesn't threaten everything each time it reaches around with its hand.
To be fair, I'm pretty
How much would I owe you?
simple for getting.
I don't. Okay, does it even have weapons installed? That's the first thing to ask.
I mean, it's a security tank, innit?
Toronto, you see that little bit between the hands right there?
That's
have a look.
it fired. It did in fact fire, but they should have it good now. That's the gun.
Toronto, no.
Okay.
Toronto, come over to the other side.
Looking down the barrel. God damn it.
Toronto.
Absolute cartoon nonsense, I swears.
I think that's what some people call natural selection.
Aye. I'd rather not have our head fucking. I'd rather not have our war chief become victim to natural selection.
Who are you calling war chief?
Durant.
What?
I'm following on what the red lass with
God, do
that
not
follows
call
stone
Toronto a
around
fucking
goes
war chief.
with.
That is not what he is. Toronto is not a war chief. Not even fucking close.
Maybe with the spider tank he could have been.
If someone's a war chief around here, to me, what do you mean?
To be fair, it's mainly because the red lass that follows Stone around called him that, and it just stuck to me. It's just funny.
Actually, no, wait, no, I take it back. If there's anybody that's a war chief in the garage, it's Oliver.
True.
Pretty
Well, I
sure
think-
another orc showed up. I'm pretty sure another orc showed up. Oliver showed him what for, and then now the orc is calling him boss.
Oh, I see.
So
I think
there's that.
I think Xe might just end up using war chief to synonymize with leader or captain, perhaps.
Are you talking about the other red one? Is that what
Ah,
you're
yes,
talking
the one that
about?
follows Stone around.
Ah, okay, I understand what you mean now. Okay, that's what you mean.
Aye, that nice
okay.
lass that
Yeah.
scribbles notes.
It was discontinued from what I remember. Is that not right, Blue Tank?
How do you, John?
What's up?
Discontinued. You are not currently property. You are a sentient being, correct?
What noise? I don't know what noise he's talking about. I don't know what noise he's talking about. I don't know.
Using a naughty thing.
Okay, I see what you mean. However, I literally have not heard that. Maybe it's because I was having conversation. I didn't hear the small
What?
click from my conversations. I don't know, but no, I did not hear that.
I think I'm just
You listen. It's okay, Bucky. It's okay.
You only click it.
You got it.
breaking in.
Only have.
They want a
Only
survey.
clicking I've been hearing around here are of servos on my own knuckles.
So there you go.
That's called arthritis. You should get that fixed.
Get out of here. Okay, get out of here.
It's a what
Are those?
Okay. I
Are they
hope
like-
to God that
Are they like stray dogs, or they just like wander in and they're?
I
Just...
appreciate everything. Also, I hope to God this guy does not just like walk through the door.
Dude, that would be
Like,
hilarious.
you know.
though. Just
Oh, yes, that would have been.
Like that.
That would have been a
hope
very
not.
big
I
problem
hope
for the
not.
fucking door, no
Otherwise,
mistake.
I'm gonna go over to him and ask him to pay the fuck up because God fucking damn it.
I want to do
Don't
that
do
now.
that.
I'm gonna
Don't
do
do
that.
that.
No,
Don't
don't
do that.
fucking do. Unless you're willing to pay for a new bloody shutter door, then don't do it.
Break it, you pay it. Yes, you will. Uh-huh.
Yes, you will. We're gonna have
Heck,
Butch
but
fucking
it's
beat the
big.
shit out of him if he tries it.
No, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. What do you mean?
Fair point, and I join you on it.
Bush to come over here. I can beat whoever the fuck I want.
I mean, both of us are probably a force to be reckoned with for this garage.
Listen, there's a reason why the garage is also called the heavy duty division. Because
That's probably another reason Xe calls Tourette the war chief.
have some sort of like either heavy machinery, mech suits, or shit like that, or just a powerhouse in general. It's just a garage in general, for the most
Aye.
part.
Fair
And
on.
a little bit more, we can have our own fucking mech division if we wanted to. Almost. Apparently, one of them is out of commission though. I don't know why.
Fair on. Yo, a thought just hit me looking at his pressure washer. Where does the liquid go once it hits ground? Do we just wait for it to evaporate, or do we try and drain it?
Pretty sure. Well, we have a drain. I'm pretty sure. We have a drain down here somewhere.
Well, if we do have a drain, then by technicality, from what his little alchemy session did, we technically have 2 drains.
Well, there you go. So the water just goes down the drain, but yeah, it doesn't like disappear or anything like that. So you can just create infinite water, as far as I know. I think. If I have heard correctly, that's a infinite water pressure washer. So you can just have it doesn't actually need a water supply.
I figured. But that makes me wonder why the desert outside is still a fucking desert, if that's the case.
Alright, listen, even if, because don't underestimate the resilience of a fucking desert, especially.
I mean, I know several fucking gangs
Also,
that tried to oppose me paid that fucking
Oh,
price.
he's gone. Alright. Also, do you know how long it would take for this pressure washer to just do that?
True, fair point.
That
But it's
would
got to be a
probably take him
liter
a
per
year.
5 seconds.
I'm gonna get out of the way so I don't get sprayed.
Alright, watch out. Hot crucible coming through. Hot crucible.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shite.
No, we're not gonna get into it.
Ho ho.
But yeah, after that, I need to go grab myself a bite to eat. I am fucking starving.
Yo, that's actually a good point. I may be healed after Jones's little gauntlet, but I'm not exactly full.
I know I said a bite to eat, but I definitely need more than just a bite to eat. I'm gonna eat a whole fucking buffet at this rate, Jesus Christ.
Wanna get a mammoth meal then?
I would, but I also have a job I need to do right after, so I need to like eat something real quick. Then come back here after the streets are closed to then fix a bunch of locks. So what am I hearing?
Fair on then. What's going on? Eh?
There's a
What
wicked
are you-
ass bike outside.
Oh, hi Vulcan!
Hold on. That's a cool looking bike, I guess.
Ooh.
Are you moving him? You're doing it. Oh, sorry. I'm
Yeah,
moving
yeah,
that
yeah.
way too.
Alright. Alright, Vulcan, I think you've got space. Yeah, careful not to clatter the barrels.
God damn.
How do, Vulcan?
Hey, what's going on, Armsy? Bring it here, brother.
Well.
What's up, Tech Wiz? How you doing? Yes, sir.
Throwing money at me to make sure that their systems aren't giving me water, but what's this then?
Alright, so I'm in the market for flying. I want this to go airborne.
You want bloody anti-grav engines on this?
I want this motherfucker to fly. I want thrusters on this bitch. How do I make it happen?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, thrusters. You want thrusters?
That's on you, Toronto.
Me cursory knowledge of hovercraft and anti-grav engines.
I mean, it can already go really fast. To go airborne, you're probably gonna need a bit more than just thrusters. I'll be honest. But yeah.
Look, the best this bitch can do is have a comedically sized ramp somewhere. That's the best flying I can make. Do with this. I need something to kind of keep me up there, you know.
Oh Lord.
6k per thruster.
But how many thrusters do you think it'd take for it to fly?
That's not my problem.
I mean, technically it is.
The fuel is covered. Quite literally, because I am the fuel source for this bitch here. Actually,
okay, right, okay.
Probably same way that my own arms are powered by my blood. Possibly. I was like, you've got like infernal energy and shite, eh?
It's an infernal machine. So it's a machine, right?
Hey.
Okay, right.
You're gonna have to make fucking infernal.
Probably not wise for me to touch it.
Okay, infernal thrusters. I don't know if I can make infernal thrusters. I can get to. I can still see regular thrusters, but if you want to make them infernal, that's a bit beyond me.
I didn't ask for infernal thrusters, man. I'm not that fucking crazy. No.
Oh my god.
I can't touch that stuff. I'm a man of cloth.
Okay,
So.
in that case, I'm going to say
I can definitely do.
How do?
6k per thrusters.
I think I just saw Sunny's
any other
like
flight
sister.
systems. See if you can
Yeah.
some other hot nonsense.
Don't mind me, don't mind me.
Anti-grav.
There you go.
If we're talking about anti-grav, I think that's going to be 10k for a basic. Well, it's not going to be a basic. Okay, anti-grav
Let's get this out of the way.
really,
No
really
infernal stuff, right?
No.
No.
You're not that crazy yet.
Maybe someone at Firefighter will knock that brain cell out of place one day and we can reconsider.
Well, I'm so well at our height difference. I'm not going to be the one to do it.
6k per thruster. An anti-grav engine. I'm going to say.
Considering that there's no place out there that's built for 9'8" people like me. Maybe we'll.
I'm only like, what, 120 or so centimeters?
This is gonna be like the thruster gonna help us.
Pack notwithstanding.
I'm actually exactly 3 meters tall if you use that metric of height, so.
I'd wager you'd want the thrusters placed under the seat.
How many thrusters do you wager for?
Ideally. Something.
4 maybe?
Something, not super big and, you know,
and
cumbersome, that's the word.
Hey. Alternatively, you could have big enough thrusters that they could end up just...
I said, listen, I am not...
Actually...
Is it 3K for the wings, I guess? I don't fucking... For the pro wing, I don't fucking know.
Actually, a thought entered me head. Do you think you could... Do you think it would be a reasonable idea for your thrusters to be, like, multi-purposing with the exhaust?
Put this helmet on you.
Scrap metal or steel or something and make them out of that? I don't know.
Think it would be reasonable to multi-purpose your thrusters with the exhaust here?
I'm assuming most of the time you make them out of steel.
I kind of need the exhaust, you know, for exhaust reasons.
Fair on. But...
But this shit's infernal! Is that gonna melt? I'm pretty sure that shit's gonna melt when you use it.
It'll be right. It'll be right. Alternatively, we could put it on the spoke wheels here. Like maybe place it like right before the actual part that rotates.
Hold on, I need to replace it. There you go.
Alright. Yay. In theory, you could probably put thrusters here. Like right before the actual spoke wheel. Or axle, actually, come to think of the right name.
Sorry if we made you wait for that. I apologize, by the way. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a rude bitch. I walked in and I stole your service. My bad.
Don't worry about it.
You'll live.
So, we making it final?
You can point at me and go, that's a motherfucker. That's me right here.
Looking to get your ride tuned up for Fight Finder tomorrow, is that the idea?
6K per thruster. We're thinking 4 should do the job. We can also install an anti-grav on this as well. That's 10K. If you want wings, though, it's a bit of an issue considering this is, you know, a bit of a.
Wait, what?
If you wanna be able to stay in the air for an extended period of time, you need wings. There's no way to go around this.
Wings are like.
How are you going to steer if you don't have wings? You're gonna be going straight forward and.
Well, I mean, to be fair, there is leaning and also shutting off individual thrusters to maintain a turning radius.
Like this, the thrusters would also turn with me and start to go.
Good luck is what I'm gonna say. Good fucking luck.
Perform aerodynamics.
Well,
it's like keeps you going
if you
straight.
want better control, and I'm not saying that if you want to be able to stay in the air, not just turn, stay in the air for a longer period of time. Like I'm talking like a few hours, not just like a minute. Then the wings, you would need that.
We're gonna go into the stratosphere with this thing. I mean, ideally, just
if you don't want wings, then don't get wings. I'm just saying, if you wanted to get wings, you'd have to probably try and outsource them from someone else. It's a bit specific. So everything else is here. So if you want all of that, like I said, for thruster, that's 34k from total.
But personally, I don't think something.
You don't have to. You do not have to worry about that. I think I will pass on the wings for at least right now. If I
anti-grav and thrusters could be a decent idea for this. Probably a little difficult to control, but you'll manage it. If you only have an anti-grav available, I could try and source another from the wastes.
We'll see. I don't know if we're gonna actually buy one or if we're gonna outsource it like that.
I mean, I sourced mine from the wastes.
For that, I feel like just any like used anti-grav is not gonna cut it. Probably. We'll see.
True, corpos don't exactly toss them away with care. That's a certainty.
Yeah, it'd be like a. Also, we need to have to hopefully try and fix it and shit like that. It's a little bit specific, so yeah. We can probably try
True.
to just buy one. We'll see. We'll figure it out.
I don't know.
Hey, sister, I need to burst your bubble, but I'm not an infant.
Oh, careful.
Tiefling, don't worry. Not that deep into hell just yet. Although my mom and pa were good tieflings too, or devils, I should say. Alright.
Well, I realized the main questions would end up being where would you want to put them?
34k? Okay.
34k.
If I tack on an extra 6, can you do a bit of quality control for it?
I mean, sure. We
quality
can
control service.
just you can go general, like, you know, check up, make sure everything's okay. Yeah, I can do that. So that would be like 40k for that.
More like long-term usage sort of coverage.
Right.
So like materials used in that can allow it to be able to take a beating or two without needing it.
Right. So you just want you don't want the cheap stuff. You want the good stuff. Is what I'm getting, right?
Yes, ma'am. And if that requires more, I'm willing to pay more.
Got it. I'll keep that. In
You
mind.
need a voice
Yeah,
box
I'll have to
installation.
So 4k for now. And if there's any like odd issues with that, I will let you know.
All right.
Works for me.
Alright, then. I don't. We'll have to see if we can get that done by next week. I'll have to check with Toronto. I don't know how long that would take. We'll see.
Oh, that's like a whole week without a bike, man.
Yeah, because we also have something that's on the rush order today. They want us all to change the locks, so we have to do that today and tomorrow. So we're gonna be a little bit shorter on time. That's why. Apologies.
You know what? I can go a whole week without my bike.
You'll live.
I can do it.
Alright.
I'm not that addicted. Yes.
You'll live. I mean, it's not like I can exactly sit on it with without me pack just overheating or probably breaking the back wheel as a direct result on it.
My child. I am one step away from putting a fucking T-cog in this thing and then making it my best friend.
What?
It's someone that fucking Fight Finder told me that's like a heart for synthetics, so it would allow you to transform into a person.
Oh Jesus, okay.
It's already powered by your energy. I'm not sure how that would work in the first place, unless you'd have to be hugging it all the time.
on that turn out?
Look, an infernal machine that can transform into a person that will most likely fight for me because we're best friends sounds like an amazing idea to me.
That sounds like a movie.
And no apparent flaws that will backfire.
Alright, that sounds like a movie. I won't lie to
I'm not
you.
gonna make my bike sentient. I already had to deal with a fire kitten, like with like a little fire cat, and a magma pup.
Oh.
I don't need another living person in my life that I need to take care of besides my actual family.
Fair. I do hate to have a little bit of a small fire lizard I'm taking care
So,
of, actually, so there's that.
another factor. Would it be safe for us to touch it, considering, or would Tessa be the only one that could reasonably handle the thing?
It's made out of infernal iron, but it's not gonna be. If I'm a bit enough distance away, which I don't even live here, so I think that's a good enough distance away where the infernal like flame that usually comes out of it won't be active.
Aye. So what you're saying is, if I were to grab hold of it now, my arms would overheat.
Just a bit, buddy. They wouldn't melt for damn sure.
Cool off, and then whenever it's cool off,
Aye. Park it. Park it proper.
Yeah, park it over there and I'll be fine.
There we are.
Alright.
For the time being, it's just. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Come back by like Sunday. Hopefully we'll have it done by then. Then.
Radio.
We might have to. It might take an extra week because we're gonna have to order the parts, especially if you want the good parts. We're gonna have to order that, and we'll let you know. We'll let you know by Sunday.
You notice that
the
module or the module is supposed to go.
I imagine this is probably the reason why you end up having a backup bike for shit like this.
Get his job. That should be 40K.
Alright then.
Alright.
Thank you.
That should cover expenses, presumably.
Last thing, actually.
Yeah, what's up?
You see what Vulcan pulls out to be a pair of like two black ingots with red cracks that kind of like pulse through them a bit.
Oh.
You can definitely tell with some bit of an eye for it that this is definitely infernal iron, and the reds, it seems to be charged infernal energy. Nothing that would explode, but more or less imbued into the metal itself.
Okay. Oh.
Got you some excess material if you need it.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Shit's already burned through the table before, so I guess I shouldn't be too worried.
Use them sparingly. In this realm, they come very few and far in between. So
I can imagine.
Yeah, we should be fine. We'll use it only if we need to use it. Yeah.
Hey.
Thank you.
If it's to reinforce the thrusters of the A-Grav.
Yeah, we probably might actually be able to use that to make sure it actually, stays on the damn thing.
If it doesn't melt off and probably actually aesthetically mix with it properly.
Oh, that too.
The bike is totally there still. Anyway.
Yep. Yep, totally there.
For sure.
Anyways, what's your name?
Tasha. Nice to meet you.
Tasha, name's Vulcan. Good to meet you.
Vulcan? Oh, pleasure as well.
Thank you.
Aye. It could be Jack outside of Finder Vulcan. Armsy's more a stage name to me at this rate.
What was that?
If you want, you could call me Jack outside of Finder Vulcan.
If I remember correctly.
Oh, that's your actual name then, huh? Damn.
Aye, I've gotten used to using it again after a year of not, so...
Also, a bunch of people keep showing up from fucking Fight Finder. At some point, I'll have to show up over there and see what's up. God damn.
Aye, I was surprised seeing Charles there. That's a definite.
I still kind of want to. Sometimes up for a good fight, so maybe.
It's fun.
We'll see.
It's definitely fun, but you're definitely gonna meet a whole lot of people that.
I know Trance and
yeah. This is a multiverse we all sit inside of. So if you want a nice chunk of how the multiverse is all in one place, Fight Finder is a huge example or reminder of it.
Okay.
Fair on.
Oh yeah. By the way, I'm a 9'8". I'm a 9'8" tiefling because God learned how to stack shit this high. Just kidding. My dad was a stupid big bald blue man that was really smart. And I got his height, and I got my mom's looks.
I know Tarant has been interested in Finder, but times have never been good for him.
Thank you.
Alright,
take care.
That's it. Yeah, listen, I'm used to being the one being fucking tall, but then there you are. I guess.
Hopefully at some point we can have one of the Finder events at the stadium take place at an earlier point in the day.
A bunch of tall freaks from the 9, so.
Oh god, okay. Well,
I'm just here being 5'2".
That's up to you. I mean,
How safe is this to touch? Kind of thing on it?
Yeah, he
The
gave
iron?
us some, Yeah, Peep, what's up? Ah!
Oh.
God damn it!
How do, Pete? I know Peep's a registered fighter for Finder, that's fun.
Maybe. But yeah, also Toronto, just keeping you up and snap. He paid us an extra 6K to make sure that all the parts that we use are, you know, good parts. So make sure.
By the way, so one of my mechanics that was working on my bike back there. This is the heating point of the infernal iron. This is the amount of temp you need. Definitely need to throw a few extra into that furnace to get it real good.
A few extra coals into the furnace, eh?
Did you buy it off the vehicle?
If you have magic, that'd be preferable. It would make it easier.
I believe he was plotting on trying to do something with the forge to make a magic sword, Taran was, if I recall right.
You know what? If you also have, if you have a witch doctor here or someone that makes potions, ask for a few alchemist fires. Those also work.
Well, if I catch him.
He told me he had a bunch of different things. He had like for stuff for hovercraft.
Alchemist fires usually do the trick anyway.
So, yeah,
that's how you can get the infernal iron to be primed to be able to be melted.
Yeah.
Fair on. I'm not exactly a forger here, so I'm not exactly going to touch the forge even with me arms.
With this commission after that too, so that's good. Really good convenience.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Alright.
I was like, I believe he had something about Foxfire a couple months back. I don't know if you still have access to it.
So I'm gonna go do that. Fuck me.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
No worries, mate. Now, I need me a bloody drink.
There you go.
Having a nice limbo game with the door. Taller than bloody trucks you are.
Well, that's a game I play every day with any door.
That's a question. How the? I know I question how the hell I get in the bar. How the fuck do you?
Simple. I usually break the first window I see. No. Usually shoulder checking the door. There you go, hard enough, and then the rest kind of comes down through. Also joking.
I doubt Hamsky would appreciate that.
I have a hell of a crouch going. That's how I usually get through places.
Fair enough.
So.
Also, I don't know if you spotted, but check this shite. Hi, Volk.
It's okay, I'm putting him through his character arc right now.
Fair on. Bloody up, mate.
Good to see you, buddy.
Hey.
Everyone's up there doing the gym right now.
Actually, Vulcan, hey, for you scurry. I don't know if you spotted this. I don't know why the fuck this is still hanging up. You spot that fucking helmet behind the text, didn't you?
Oh!
Fucking eyeball.
That's very outdated.
Hey, I'm wondering.
Really
I'm not sure why the fuck this hasn't been taken down yet.
Well, let's figure out. Fuck, man, what the hell? Ugh.
Right,
yeah,
stuff
the glue
on.
they use on those is like they put like one poster up, and it's by the time it's expired, it's like part of the wall.
Yeah, it's part of the wall.
But it never goes anywhere.
I couldn't even get my fingernail in there. It was oh my
Yeah,
god.
well.
It was like touching cement.
I mean, honestly, you could burn it off.
Yeah, if I kicked it hard enough, yeah, maybe.
I think it would just be easier to go over it with a paintball at that point.
Okay, but what's left? Okay, but what's left after that is a huge scorch mark, and they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, I wonder who may have done that." And
Actually,
then they look at my ass, who's like,
Yo, who shot a cat? Yo, who shot a cannon at the wall?
And also, I'm pretty sure on the other. Pretty sure on the other side of that is the rip and chip. So.
Oh, yes, that.
Yeah, no.
Yes, actually.
Look, it's okay. It's okay. You guys are my witnesses.
I'll go get. I'm getting myself a bloody drink.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
I'm getting myself a sudden drink. Okay, Volk crepes.
Alright, you get yourself a drink. I'll meet you at the bar if you're still there.
Aye. Where they fucking closed the damn thing. Assuming it ain't closed already.
I mean, I've seen what fuck shit we get up to with her.
Oh, perfect.
I don't think I can really help with that part for your friend visiting places, but I hope it works out. So here, fella. Hope you're doing well.
Alright, just gotta position myself correctly. Alright, there we go.
I'll help you. You can just
There's a chance that they're. I can pick up a few.
Howdy.
Yeah, howdy. Bottle of moonshine, please.
Is it their living armor so they can't
Stick your noggin, stick your hands.
Oh yeah.
Aye, aye.
It still looks good.
152. There we go.
It's a good look.
It'd be like the second or third one I met if they wanted it.
Yeah, I strapped myself.
There you are, lass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lad. There you are, mate.
Fair on. Fair on. Fair on. I'm never good with assuming which way people are.
Sorry, who? What? What way? What people were?
No worries on it. I have a habit of calling people lass and lad just on instinct. You at least corrected me.
It's like a form of undead where I'm from.
Sorry,
This is the metaverse.
what's your pronouns? I wasn't paying attention.
What's a pronoun? Monk?
He or she.
Do you identify as a male or a female?
No matter who you are, if you have sapience.
Male. Okay, right. Okay. Right.
I just feel awkward
Nice.
not having a top on, so that's why I'm wearing these.
I've gotten used to it.
I mean, I don't know, like, you could just put on, like, a vest or something.
We might be.
Then you can't see my tattoos, and that was what I wanted to do here. See my tattoos.
So you want to show people your fat titties?
I don't have those. I gave them to
What?
my sister.
Look, no, I'm just...
Fucking Christ, I'm trying to drink.
Look, no, let me cook. Okay, so you wanted to show off, you did or you didn't want to show off your fat titties?
I want to show off the tattoos, the ink on my skin. I don't got fat titties. I gave those to my sister. Anyway.
Okay, right,
Fair on.
okay, I'm sure your sister is very thankful.
help them.
Oh, she wanted them, so part of a trade.
How do you, Robin?
Okay, right. Okay, sure.
Okay, so just like
whatever, it's fine. Not my
So, so I just said that. You want to know what ran through my mind?
it should be my apartment. Just knock on the door and.
Fucking that one fucking meme of like.
Oh
top
God!
surgery,
Don't
it's like-
remind me.
With Garfield.
Alright, you're gonna
Oh
have to
my
explain it to me. I have no context of whatever a
Who do you
meme
think
is.
took your titties? Garfield,
It's a funny image on the internet. Yeah.
Jesus wept.
Oh my god, no.
Your surgery was a
It's just a
success.
fine little-
Where's Blank? Who do you think took your tits? No.
God.
That kind of shite.
I mean, I guess that's how you could explain what happened.
I just have this unholy picture of Garfield in my mind, and I had not thought about that
Pick
in like
somebody
a year,
else.
and that you just reminded me of it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's
It's fine. It's just funny.
Yeah, you're right.
Sometimes you only have certain body parts and some don't have.
Anyway, I am meant to find someone, but he's not here.
Armsy, don't move.
Okay.
Say that again?
Okay, there you go.
There you go. You're free now, Armsy.
Alright.
The armor is just kind of the only thing that
He's
helps.
going into the middle.
I mean, we've tried like masks, we've tried helmets. But
Hey, not exactly
They're going.
not exactly gentle machinery, this.
Yeah, it's you're gonna have to be
It's
very careful with
literally
that.
a fucking hassle to everyone. Look at that, Toronto. Look at how many accidents can happen with that.
Shame I don't have eyes in the back of me pack.
Especially with your loose sweater, you know. You know, I can assassinate you,
sure.
Toronto, just by you coming to walk by. I'll just grab
Red
your
flesh
sweater and just... Gonna get dragged in there screaming.
That would be most impolite.
It would be most impolite. It is probably... Actually, sorry, this is probably something you have nightmares about, being a mechanic.
Well, yeah, I have had nightmares of the backpack being torn out of me back. Not
talking
pleasant.
about you getting your backpack torn. We're talking about the danger of your backpack to everyone else.
Well, I mean, this is more recent, eh? I'm learning to figure this part out. As I said, when I had my arms unable to fold, I was always as careful with them as I could be.
And my dad was a.
He's talking about the exposed gear that people can like get
Well,
caught in.
I don't want I don't want the fuel to sit still in it, considering it's my own blood. So, you know, hydraulics have to stay on.
Back in my home world.
Well,
Well, okay, let's be honest here. If anyone is sticking their fingers that close into the fucking
True.
it's their own fault.
True.
Alright,
Like, you can see big open gear white sticking fingers.
Counterpoint. How many people here have tails? And how many of them are like, oh, I'm going to be a hero and have giant flowing capes? They walk by, their tail.
I call it comeuppance with how many tails I've been whacked with over the past, like, few months in the first place.
Of course.
Most people with tails are aware of the spatially and can quickly manipulate them if they feel.
No, they aren't. No, they aren't.
No,
they aren't.
No, they
really
are not. They are
absolutely
not. They are not.
No, I have not seen a folk with a cape that's actually as virtuous as people think they be.
Yeah, have you
They're
met
clearly
Tasha?
not Natasha.
You know Tasha, right?
Aye.
She's the large,
Yeah, her.
like half dragon who works in garage.
Oh, right, yeah. No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you seen her tail?
Sorry, I can't really hear you good.
Jarrett. sir.
It's a morning star.
I'll just call you Suzuki, if that's okay with you.
Right.
It's a full-on. What's it? A full-on. What's it? Stegosaurus? Yeah, he's a full-on Stegosaurus. No, not Stegosaurus.
Yes,
No, Stegosaurus has spikes.
No.
Like your
No.
armor's namesake.
No, Brontosaurus is the one with the long legs.
No, not
No, I think that's Stegosaurus.
I do?
What?
I think
With
the Stegosaurus is
with
the long
club
neck.
tails.
No,
No,
I
no,
think-
Stegosaurus.
No?
No,
No.
Stegosaurus.
No.
No,
Yeah.
Stegosaurus.
I feel as if
Stegosaurus is the one with
Either
the
way.
spikes.
Alright, that's spikes on the back. I need.
Either way, the
Possibility.
lecture issue over there explained earlier,
It's okay.
which is relevant. They don't actually have that.
I've known a few people.
Well, they do have fine control over their tail, but their tail works with their balance. That means that their tail actually moves around in accordance to how their body is. Their tail isn't just going to know where it is at all time and move accordingly, because it actually moves in accordance to the balancing of the body. So for instance, if I was to have a tail and I'm leaning forward, the tail is going to want to straighten out and poke out over there so that it's counterbalancing so I'm not falling over.
I see. Okay.
Makes sense.
I'll tell you, the only people that are painfully aware of their tails is ones with very short ones.
I don't want to do it again.
And the ones where the tail is actually more of an appendage.
Yeah.
True.
Constantly goes on because of her short tail.
God, I keep forgetting how bright the PDA fucking shines. Christ.
Short tails are painful. Seem to be more painfully aware of it. I was like, it's true.
Hi, welcome me. We're doing a nice call. If you were wondering.
Aye.
Like this amount of people
The R6.
Alright, this last call and everything.
Sam,
Aye.
oh shit! You got a tablet?
Aye, PDA. They've got enough engine force in it to actually force open what do they call them, portals or rifts and shite. This is mainly given to me from Five Finder originally, mainly to ensure I could actually go to and fro their events easier. Main factor is, that's all the portal's allowed to do. I can't really warp into Zephyra, mind. I can't, like, can't utilize it to do that. Same reason I still come in through the tunnels.
Okay.
They said that was fine, but you will need to fill out an application. It's going to be longer. Manipulate.
Flux hit me. What was that?
Yeah, I'll send you the link to the paperwork and then I can help you fill it out.
I mean, since it's a PDA, they at least allow me to use it for non-Five Finder shit, so I at least use it to make sure my kin aren't fucking blowing shite up for no reason.
I have a laptop in the. We can fill it out on the laptop.
But that's like the best thing to do.
Fair point, fair point. I also at least use it to warn them about whatever Cupcake was up to in the wastes.
Okay, yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, if it is. Oh man, okay, the time and I'm gonna have to go around changing all the locks upstairs. Ugh.
It links those
There we go.
but they're like very chubby, they're very compact. They actually climb up into trees and then they just stand there and then
Aye. It's usually to make sure Jonah isn't basically caught all alone while I'm at Zephyra, since I swear me and him are like the only actually sensible fucking heads of the house.
That's crazy.
That's impressive considering
as
me.
in the one who. Okay, yes, but Jonah, you mean the person who summons an army of people for you to fight?
No, that's Jones. Jonah is my brother. A little, same hide blue rabbit instead.
Yeah, I don't know them.
Aye, you probably never actually talked with him, frankly. You only really bothered to head into Zephyra when I was indisposed for whatever reason.
Oh, right, okay.
Like when I suffered those grievous injuries that one time. Not pretty.
They have fake eyes.
Okay, well, still.
The back of the head is made
Oh
to
god,
make it look
yeah.
Lions
You're
are
really not giving me high expectations of Fight Finder fighters.
It's like with the
I mean, look, alright, Jonah isn't with Fight Finder. He's technically a sponsor of mine.
That doesn't change anything.
Yes, actually.
I've seen you fight. You're a good fighter.
Thank you.
To be fair,
Maybe I could get a measure of you myself with these things. After I now know that you can actually cast bloody magic.
cowards normally don't live long.
Yeah, no. If you want to have a fight at an event, I'm totally up for it.
Aye, it's tomorrow any road.
I am pretty damn tired as well.
I'm not sure how well the officials would. Not sure how much the officials would be okay with trying to have that event happen earlier. I guess they're just used to the time they usually have. Yeah, well. I'm assuming you're used to that?
Getting gifted.
Fair on.
Nice.
Okay,
but Styrofoam's the other question.
For a moment I thought you were just trying to ignore it.
Why don't you just go to like a packaging company and ask for like shit tons of it on the electric plate?
Okay, just tell me to stop and I will.
Yeah, styrofoam. I would imagine that styrofoam would be somewhat readily available.
Maybe if I find.
You tell me that you like
okay.
something, I'm gonna keep
Okay,
doing
now
it.
the question
You
is,
said that you like
what
this
are you
stuff.
doing?
Here it is.
What was it? Styrofoam and what now?
Fair on.
Gas and styrofoam.
This was merely retelling.
Very fair. Fair all around.
Okay, but like,
long story short, from a job a while ago, different group. I know, I own a flamethrower.
Don't give credit.
Nice.
Ah, okay, right, fair enough. Yeah.
Probably won't bring it here. It's more for when shit hits the fan kind of jobs.
Yep, 4 minutes to the street closes down.
Fair.
You know, for a moment there, I thought you were going to take styrofoam and turn it into a candy of some kind.
I suppose that
You know, I have actually had flamethrowers used against me a couple of times.
Ouch.
Not fantastic.
Don't look at me like that, Toronto.
I mean, hey, I can block them with my arms just fine. Just causes the arms to overheat. Ironically, it's too well insulated. I at least nullified electrical weakness and ended up adding a fire weakness instead.
Is the idea that you do whatever you can to survive, to fight
I assume so. It'll burn your back.
that is not the way of the coward, no. The way
Yeah.
of the coward is
At the very least, the part that's actually, you know, sitting on me back all the time ain't made of pure metal. So, you know, at the very least, I could actually sleep on my back if I wanted to.
Which can you really call that an
Okay.
Plus, this also means that if my arms overheat, I don't run the risk of having my fur fucking catch on fire.
every single civilization.
I already have enough problems considering that, you know, it could risk me blood overheat, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that does sound good. But yeah.
Hopefully at some point you can visit the visit Fight Finder. Stadium's pretty nice.
Yeah, I'll be doing that. But yeah,
maybe I could see about trying to get an event going at earlier times. See about getting your interest.
maybe, but like next
Considering your
Society
I get you.
cannot create a society.
Fair on.
They cannot create a group. They cannot
Yeah.
create a faction.
Right.
They will always
But yeah, I am probably going to be jumping out of here. I'm probably just going to go to bed before, just go, not bed, but like go to my
Take
room
stock and
for, like,
such.
Backpack of holding.
Last minute checkups before you bother to just take your leave.
I also got enchanted to
It's
shrink down.
I'm just taking a nap and then I'm going to be doing like all the dots.
Fair on.
So, yeah.
Alright. Well, I promise not to duff you up too bad if you're taking up the offer, Eric.
Relatively fine. Alright, you take care of yourself.
Same to you. Again, I think we appreciate it.
Hey, not sure how well you'd be able to take a punch at full charge at any rate. I guess that would just simply depend on whether or not he can handle a ton of metal coming at him at, like, Mach fuck.
When you are not inebriated with cat.
Or punching speed, come to think on it.
Ask me when I'm not hard, cat. No,
Yeah, well.
I'll retain the information about what a sphinx is.
Keep yourself safe, Ixie. Fun times all round.
Kind of feel bad for people who can't get into the street early.
Well, I mean...
But it's nice having the streets be quiet every now and again, isn't it?
I don't have a job yet.
Maybe at some point I could get an employment at the garage. After all, they like me being there, they like me skills. Why not make it official at some point, eh?